Welcome back, everybody, to Season 2 of Rainier Rushdown. Tonight is our second bracket of the season. I'm Lentini, here with my man Kasiski. How you doing tonight?
I'm doing good, man. Sunny's out. It's a beautiful day in the PNW. You know, sun's out, blue skies. Let's play some fucking video games.
Exactly. We don't touch grass around here. But I'm looking at the bracket. These guys got some heaters in the chat tonight. It's gonna be great.
Ooh, yeah. So this is a real tournament, man. We've had some Rainiers before that were the rookie brackets and stuff. This is not that. These are the killers for sure.
And you know how I know people are taking it seriously tonight? I see one of our round one competitors in the training room right now, chilling in the server, warming up those perfect knuckles, making sure we don't drop those tonight.
Oh, man. I mean, at the same time, I've seen a lot of Lukes get away with dropping them and still win, so I don't know.
Broken.
You know, who can say?
Look, I gotta ask, where do you put Luke on the tier list this season? Because people put him all over the
place. He's still up there. He's still top 8, I'm gonna say.
Okay, top 8.
Yeah.
I'm a little conservative, playing the numbers game there. I respect it. I'm gonna put him even higher. I think this character's nuts. Like, no way he's out of the top 5.
It's just hard because, like you said, there's a lot of other characters in the conversation now.
Yeah, there are.
We'll see some of them shortly.
Yeah, I'm hoping so. We definitely got some character variety tonight. Just looking at people who are in the room right now, I see some of the classics. You know, you got your Luke, and here in the PNW, we got our Zangief players. I see some Jury, I see some Ken, all sorts of stuff around here.
Ooh, Lily. I see Lily.
Ooh, Lily.
Rare Lily sighting.
The rare and elusive.
I mean, okay, we did see a Lily win a tournament recently, right? El Chocote, right? Big win, and I think this character has potential, so we'll see if Mr. Crunchy over here can, well, do the needful.
No, Fox saying his opponent's not online. It's the in the chat. I don't know if that's gonna get figured out. We'll see what happens. But we may end up brushing past them. We still got a couple minutes to figure that out. But yeah, chat, thank you all for joining us tonight. It's been a pleasure already just to get to talk to my man Kasiski in the back rooms before we got started, and of course all the stream runners always killing it. We even got some of the Rainier Rushdown folks themselves entering the bracket. That's how you know they're in it to game.
For sure, you gotta love that. I'm looking forward to seeing I think Biscuit is in here somewhere.
Biscuit's
where is he? Oh yeah,
he's around here somewhere.
Biscuit versus Roombo is gonna happen. I don't know if that's stream or not, but hopefully.
We'll see if we can make it happen. If not, we'll see him later in the bracket. Because I believe my man, easy top 8. Top 8 winners side. No questions.
All right. I reserve judgment.
Well, you gotta rep the homies out here. But yeah, it does look like we might be going to Integra and B-Boy Skate for our first match.
Yeah, let's see here. Because it looks like Joey Maps is missing, is that right? So
yeah.
Okay.
Man needs a map. Hopefully we'll get him in here soon. I always hate when people have to DQ because they're a little late coming home from work or whatever it is. But yeah, I do see B-Boy Skate setting up. I think that's going to be our first fight. So we've got the Ken Master himself.
Okay. B-Boy Skate versus Integra. And Integra, the Texan Invader. Right, they've done a lot of work in this bracket before in Rainier, and I'm interested to see what they've done with this kind of new Ken stuff because they're known for run stops, notably. So I think we got a Ken on Ken matchup here.
Violence. No? That's the violent Ken right there. He did come back. The season 3 character leaks already coming out here.
Do you have? Let me see if B-Boy Skate is in the player notes here because I don't recognize their name.
Yeah, I don't know this player either. Tell me if you can find something there.
I'm not seeing anything. We'd have to hit the Google, and you never know what happens then. That AI gets in there, and man.
Yeah, if anybody in chat knows this guy, definitely let us know. Yes. We always love to hear the lore. We love hanging out with y'all. The Rainier Rushdown chat's a special group of people. I always enjoy the interactions. Thank y'all for everything you do here. And of course, if you want to go that step further, you can hit that Twitch Prime. It's free. If you got it, you might as well use it before it goes away. And starting now with Season 2, we've got that Matcherino, exclamation point Matcherino in the chat. And as I said that, Production one step ahead of me already put it in there. If you want to support what these people are doing, you really enjoy it, you want to give that little extra something something to our top 3 for the payout tonight, that's the way that you can do it. Oh, I see
Perfect
Integra
timing there.
entered the
Looks like
room.
we're getting into the match. Yeah. I'm a little worried though, because we were queued up there for a while with both players in there, so I hope we don't get too much fast forward here. Let's see. I'm in there.
Yeah, I think we're
Fast
good to
forwarding.
go.
Oh,
And
yeah,
we
we're in.
are seeing the violent Ken action. Immediate Integra pushing into the corner and a crazy wake-up DP to start us out.
Perfect parries the wake up DP also. Integra might be in his head.
No!
Alright. Okay, B-Boy's trying to send a message here. Setting the narrative right away saying, I'm going to wake up DP. This round is over. I don't need to worry about winning it anymore. I'm just going to try to get in your head a little bit. Or maybe he's
My
just
man
wild,
thinks
right?
he's
You never know.
illiterate out here. That was some nonsense. The triple DP in the corner? Are you serious?
Well, he knows the input, that's for sure. Don't jump into this guy. That might be the only move he knows.
Yeah, sure. There's just the high-level conditioning telling you not to jump at him.
All right, Integra working on another perfect. Clean corner pressure, but there's the wake up. Yep. And right back at you.
Nice, nice. This is the Ken flow chart. It's coming out in full force tonight. You got your side switch
simple
combos.
flow chart.
Everything leads to DP. It's nice and simple.
Yeah. Well, actually, is Bebo gonna take this round with this? Oh, almost. In a great position to chip, though. See it?
Yeah,
Yes,
there you
just
go.
the EX Fireball to chip.
See, both rounds have ended the
we'll
same
see.
way with those fireballs with the chip damage. You're talking about how simple the flowchart is. Sometimes that is the case with Ken. Of course, he has a lot of tools and he can express those tools in very complex ways. But if you're just trying to feel out your opponent, there's some bread and butter stuff that just works.
Yeah, I think if you've got the fundamentals from previous Street Fighters, you're going to be in good hands here with Ken. Right now, Integra looking to make a statement, take this first one. I'm surprised actually he lost that previous round, but this one's looking okay. Does not get the quite reaction there for the DI.
Yeah, he definitely could because he was in drive rush. But sometimes if you buffer an input immediately at the beginning of your drive rush, you
Yeah,
can
the
lock
drive-
yourself out of the counter DI.
And he's going to lose this if he hits the combo. B-Boy, yes. Wow. Okay, so Skate going from round 1, I was at 3 or 4 wake-up DPs, losing that round, looking like he never played the game before, really. Like he just read the instruction booklet and hopped right on. Invincible move, yes please. And then coming right back to win 2 consecutive rounds and take this first game.
Truly, truly just warming up the inputs or something out there.
Wow.
You saw our man, who was it, in the training room earlier, Fox Plays. It's like, okay.
Yeah.
I like this.
I don't know who didn't accept a rematch also, but I got hit back to the lobby there. I assume maybe Integra was just so shocked at the fact that he lost that he had to take a minute.
Oh, I feel that. I'm definitely that guy. When I get the perfect round 1 and then I get adapted on that hard, it's like, hold up. I need to slow down a little bit.
I think B-Boy was kind of sandbagging in that first round, trying to be like, you know, I mean, and look at this MR, right? 1287, honestly, incredibly low. So low that it makes you wonder, like, you know, how hard is he really trying in ranked?
You think B-Boy's a bit of a BMer?
I think maybe he's sandbagging. Maybe he's trying to give the wrong impression to his opponent here.
Well, he is burnt out right now. In the corner, crazy jump, answered back. Not able to get out, giving Integra another opportunity here, and another parry on those supers. No fear.
They're going to be able to take this one with no meter spent. 2 bars in the tank for the next round. Really good look now for Integra.
Yeah,
Integra
Integra
needs this
needs
game.
that to come back. Also, I agree with Chad on this costume counter pick. This looks clean. I haven't really seen a lot of people use it, and it's kind of a shame. It's a nice skin.
Oh, really rare, unfortunate reaction there. Baited the DP, but had the drive reversal, so could not punish. Still
That was
okay,
a
though.
nice
Still in the
run
corner.
stop fake.
Yeah, just great job, just like jailing B-Boy in the corner, saying nothing you can do, and B-Boy refusing to down back, refusing to hold it, and he's gonna get punished, lose this game. We go to 1-1 games here. This is the first 2, so next game wins. Let me pop up the chat. That's the one thing I didn't do. I always like that chat interaction, you know, very important.
Yeah, we love chat around here. But like you said, Integra coming back, like Biscuit said, locking in as well. Maybe it really is that costume power up. Good counter DI there. Maybe B-Boy Skate getting a little bit antsy, looking for answers. It was a risky DI, and look how much you're paying for it.
Yeah, I think Integra was maybe just a little caught off by the fact that B-Boy was playing so crazy and then suddenly playing for real. Like, he kind of fell into the trap a little bit in that first game, but I think he's got it handled now. He says, this is a real match. I need to play seriously, and that's going to be enough. And it is enough to take the first round here in game 3.
That run-up DP is so vicious in those scenarios because it just chips you out. Doesn't matter if you block those. And again, these standing fierces from Integra, the Ken Masters classic, but they are putting in work on his side of the screen.
Yeah, duffs to the face, man. B-Boy Skate trying to drive rush out over and over here. Finally gets out with the EXDP. But again, just stuffed on the attack, and that's going to be it.
And even there, Integra won neutral multiple times. We saw the stand fierce not actually confirm into anything because he wasn't super confident on it or wasn't able to react. And still, as you mentioned, kept B-Boy in the corner. And with that, Integra takes it back in the reverse 2-1 sweep.
Yeah, Integra's got to be shaking their head a little bit after that match, I think. Maybe thinking, like, how did I possibly drop that first game? But good on him to adapt, to figure out what was going on behind the scenes there, and get it handled.
Yeah, you got it taken care of. Yeah, that mental reset, whether it was for the custom, the color counter pick itself, or it's just, slowing things down. Whatever the case, it makes such a big difference when you're in that little bit of mental instability and you need to just take a deep breath, pretend that first game didn't happen. Memory of a goldfish.
Oh, yeah.
Just don't worry about the fact that goldfish have been proven to have a many month memory. But regardless of that, memory of a goldfish.
All right, so we got Stomps coming up. Oh, maybe not. All right, RD Stomps is looking like jury player. I can't see the other slot. I think they're in there. Maybe it's the Lily? Maybe it's old Crunchy? I can barely see the top of Lily's forehead behind this waiting for battle to begin dialogues.
It is Crunchy.
Sort of guessing here.
But yeah, I'm excited to see some Lily play. There's been a lot of talk. One of the big winners of the Season 2 patch I saw when it first came out, people were like, Lily's top tier now. And a lot of people no longer think that. They're starting to realize she still has some exploitable weaknesses. But nevertheless, she has a lot more tools than she used to.
Yeah, personally, I'm not too familiar with her changes. Like you said, it seems like a lot of the changes just didn't really make a huge difference. I think it was one of them that her wake up level 1 is faster. It's harder to bait. Is that correct?
Yeah, it's been a while since I looked at the patch notes. That sounds believable.
Yeah, it's like kind of having a real reversal. And I guess I support like the wake up drive reversal, right? It's a great option.
Yeah, that's a big, just indirect buff to Lily specifically. All these characters who didn't have those options. And I know her strike throw pressure is more threatening in this patch than it has been previously. Especially, you can't just, throw out drive reversal on Condor Spire and say, okay, my turn to play the game.
Well, it's not looking like it's going to be enough here. Stomps looking pretty clean. Crunchy did manage to burn Stomps out, or maybe I think it's more like Stomps burned themselves out. But this game definitely looking like it's going Stomp's favor. Unable to hit confirm there, but it's okay. Crunchy is burned out. Threat is low. The super though, it's gonna hit.
Okay.
Yeah, and if Crunchy can regain their drive, I was about to say they had a chance, but they kind of needed to last long enough to get their drive meter back there. Not gonna happen. Stomp's gonna take game 1 there. Yeah, I see an RD in chat. Those Eastern Washington boys, I believe. Always nice to see a crew supporting each other, we can get a little of that going in Seattle. There's kind of a few little clicks, but nothing too official. But I want to see more of that. I want to see some of those like crew battles coming up. That'd be sick.
Yeah, I miss the era. I mean, it's always going to be a little different than it used to be because we're so online these days, which is a trade-off I will take any day of the week. But there's something special about like the old school East Coast, West Coast crew battles.
Yeah.
They hold a special place in my heart when we're able to make that stuff happen.
Yeah, I mean, just look at like the Apple Cup, right? What if we had an Apple Cup for Street Fighter?
Yo, I'm down. Devs make it happen.
All right, Stomps looking to clean this one up. Up a game, up a round. One combo
that's not
away.
Fireball Invincible, the classic. It's so easy to end up in those situations.
Crunchy is fighting so hard for this.
Yeah, Crunchy is fighting back well. It's just little things like that. Got away with it for a moment there. But I feel like Crunchy is doing really well in the neutral and eventually getting either a bit impatient or feeling cornered, not sure how to mix up. And that's where Stomps was just slowly walking away with those rounds, able to convert a little bit better, catching those whiff punishes so well.
Yeah, they certainly were playing slippery, right? Old Crunchy, I mean, like, they were not making it trivial for Stomps, but Stomps never really seemed under threat the other way around, so yeah, they're going to take that one easily. Go on in winner's bracket, and who do we have up next? Let's see.
Yeah, let's see if we actually get that Fox Plays Joey map set. Now that it's been so long, I still don't see him, so I don't think that's not gonna happen. We're probably gonna get somebody else.
A little break here, looks like. We're just waiting for some other matches to finish.
All
but
good,
we can try to update on you on the bracket here. I believe you can do bang bracket in chat, ! bracket. I can't confirm that though. Hold on, let me do it. Oh no, there it is.
Yeah, ! bracket does work in the chat. Yeah, we got some big matches. We're still working through round 1. I see my boy Biscuit did make it through. Got to be up against Thicky McChicky.
Excuse
me?
Got
the full KFC combo for round 2 there. I hope we get to see that.
What character do you think Thicky McChicky plays?
If it's not Marisa, it better be Marisa.
It could be Zangief too. I don't know.
Oh, I could see it.
Yeah,
I could see it. That'd be great.
Anyway, we got a few matches underway. Triclops defeated Jacob 2-0. They're gonna move on. And we have K-pop defeating Mint Enjoyer 2-0.
I missed that K-pop was in the bracket.
Yeah, K-pop is a Salon regular and a killer for sure. Just commonly getting top 3. I think it's Salon. I don't know what their average place is, but I would guess somewhere around 4th at Salon. So no slouch.
Sounds about right. I mean, this dude's corner pressure is unreal.
Oh man.
Of course, the character lends herself to it, and I'm excited to see where he goes now that his character is just a little bit better. But that's definitely been a staple of his pressure game. You feel like, yeah, you just, you throw out the jabs and that keeps you safe. But the way K-pop plays, it just doesn't work.
Yeah, his setups are very clean, and he's very cognizant of options that would like reverse the situation really quickly, like backdash into back throw, or wake up perfect parry, things like that into back throw. Right? He hates getting put in the corner when he's on offense, and so he's labbed a lot of things to avoid that.
And again, Kimberly is another of those characters that really gets benefited by the new wake up drive reversal option.
This is true. Yeah. Yeah, man, I need to use that more. I'm still EXDPing every chance I can get, dude.
Well, if you play a Shoto or, somebody who has those, do you really need it?
I mean, it's a lot safer. Even if they block it, the punish is a lot less. It depends on the character. Anyway, K-pop going to be taking on Lion in the next round, who defeated Goose. So sad to see Goose go down so early. I wanted to see some of that Ryu, or at least maybe they're playing Akuma. Who knows? I think they're probably still playing Ryu though.
See some Akuma tonight. I've definitely been on the Akuma grind. This character, they did him nice, just like they always do. He's exactly what everybody hoped he would be, and it's been cool to see him kind of taking over the meta for a few weeks.
I think there's a few matchups where people are really struggling against Air Fireball in particular.
Yes.
I think it's a move that is kind of it's just annoying, right? Because there's a range at which it's minus, right? But also if you get baited into trying to anti-air, you'll get hit and then you get comboed.
Yeah.
But if there's also a range where it's plus, and that's the range where you actually can anti-air consistently, but you kind of have to you're kind of forced to guess almost. It's like he's forcing a mix-up just in neutral, just by doing it. So
yeah, it's definitely difficult to deal with. I suspect it's going to be one of those moves that as time goes on, people will get more comfortable. I think a lot of it is people will get more familiar with his spacings and recognize preemptively which one it's going to be. But yeah, you're totally right. There's a a certain level of Street Fighter 2, Street Fighter 3-ness with this Akuma where he's just like, I'm going to jump in your face and throw out that fireball and you're going to have to deal with it.
Yeah, I think at the same time, it's a move that is pretty unique and it's new to this particular game. So if you don't have that backlog of Street Fighter experience and have dealt with Akuma and other kind of air fireball characters in previous iterations, you're probably going to be, fish out of water here. You're going to be struggling.
Yes, 100%.
There's no way around that. You just have to learn. It's a new thing to deal with that you haven't seen before.
I do love, I have to say, that the devs are willing to experiment with those kinds of things. I feel like we've gotten into an age with a lot of gaming, not necessarily fighting games, but gaming in general, where devs get more afraid to take risks. They like to simplify everything, play it safe. They don't want there to be options that people feel like they don't know how to deal with right away. And Street Fighter has been much more willing. I think JP is a great base roster example of just the devs throwing stuff out there that they think would be cool and figuring out ways to make it work. And Akuma, yeah, he's a lot more legacy with those things. But like you said, it's a set of systems that are new to Street Fighter 6. So it's cool to see.
Yeah, I think there's a component of, like you said, willing to take a risk and just let it rock and see what the community does with it. But at the same time, I think the playtesting for this game is responsible for a lot of its extremely good balance. I think they playtested this shit to death. I
am shocked continuously at how good the balance is in this game. The fact that Season 1, they came out the gate and didn't patch it for like 9 months or whatever it was, and we still saw low tiers winning tournaments was insane.
We'll talk about a low tier, or at least a former low tier. We got a Ryu player up here, Joey Maps, going up against Fox Plays Luke.
Yeah, this is the old versus the new.
Versus high.
You get to decide which one's the old, which one's the new in this case.
Yeah, this is true.
All right, the early wake up DP. Is that the new meta? Wake up DP on the first interaction because no one expects it? Nice.
I mean, I can't remember what their name, but was it, B-Boy Skate Right doing 3 of them?
Yeah.
So the question is more like how many, not whether you're going to do it.
Yeah, you know it's coming. It's just how long are you going to be there. By the way, the winner of this is going to be going up against Dr. Danny himself.
Ooh, lucky.
Yeah, that's a fun opportunity for everyone who gets honestly. That chance.
Yeah. I wonder if he's watching this match.
I have a feeling he doesn't need it.
He's probably pounding a protein shake or something.
For his loyal fans.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Yeah, hold those plus frames.
Yeah, Joey slowing down this second round. Fox kind of just wilded out there with some DPs, like you said, in that first round. Able to take that one, but Joey looking good here. Can close it out with the level 3. Gonna just opt for the level 2. Okay, kind of hedging here. Can't kill, but wants to save that meter for next round. Let's see. Fox does burn themselves out.
But he's well spaced out. Okay, Fox does get in, and you're in the corner now, and you're burned out. But the jump goes for the chip. It's not enough, but he's okay.
So lucky there. Tried to chip, but didn't have enough. But Fox is not quite there on the punish.
Oh, Danny is in the chat. And my man did have a protein shake. Let's go.
Yeah.
Those gains are for everybody out here.
Okay. Fox Plays has to be mad at themselves for dropping that because they had the punish for the entire game. Dropped that one, and now they're forced to fight some more.
Ooh.
That's what we're here for there. We're here to fight. We're here to play the video game. Playing more of the video game is never a bad thing.
We got that Denshin Charge online. We've been talking about buffs and nerfs. There's a buff that Ryu has. He can still play his Fireball War game in that state. But some things never change. In case you were worried, they made the hitbox on that move even bigger on this patch, just to make sure. So that's going to be hitting you 110% of the time.
Yeah, Luke level 3 doing... Luke level 3 doing a lot of damage. Ryu level 3 also, and he has CA here. Could have DP'd there, but did not have it ready on deck. And instead, Fox is going to take that game. And some critical mistakes by both players there. Maybe some karma there. Fox dropping a punish on a DP, and that time, Joey just not ready with the anti-air DP.
Yeah, we're a year into this game. You can't be affording to make mistakes like that. Okay, great DP to start it out. Just making sure Fox Plays knows you can't jump in. Joey, however, does get the jump in, eventually gets parried, and now we are back in this back and forth neutral scramble.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of good signs from Joey. I think they just need to get comfortable here. This is going to be a good match. Trying to zone out. Let's see. I love that forward fierce. Forward fierce is a great move now, especially they added some more proximity guard to that, so harder to walk away from.
Oh, I don't
dangerous
see...
there. Yeah, gonna get punished on the drive reversal and burned out, and this might be the round. There it is, the stun.
Walk forward a little bit, get that optimization. Does close it out. Actually
again,
dropped
the
it,
drop
but
there,
the counter.
yeah. A scary moment there for Fox Plays. Lucky to get away with it.
He's just practicing that American reset. He's up against the Ryu Japanese enjoyer himself. You're like, you're not ready for this one.
I think this one, this match seems like it's going to come down to who can clutch it out and not make a critical mistake. It's gone back and forth a few times that way. Right now it looks like it's going to be Fox Plays to take it. They have the level 3, not quite building it. Never mind.
Fox Plays needs to keep that proximity. Has been doing so much better up close. Really struggling at mid-range against Joey. This range here, this is where Joey's been thriving. Spacing so well, using those big hits, but Fox Plays just gets in once.
Fox Plays had it there. And, okay, they have it again. Just going to go straight for the level 2. Yes, keep it simple. Again, there was a drop there at the end, though, for Fox Plays. They could have closed it out one combo earlier, but, you know, they managed to scrape by. I think that's something that's going to get in his head, though, and he's going to be thinking about that in the next match. You've got to clean that up if you want to go far in the tournament.
Yeah, I see why this man was in the training room earlier. Maybe he's still pretty cold, you know? Sometimes you get home from work, it's a Wednesday here, you just got to jump on, immediately go game, and you're not quite ready for it. I mean, the dude's a master player for a reason. I'm sure it's just one of those days for him. You just got to adjust.
I don't know. I feel like you can hit master with Luke with never doing a perfect knuckle.
True. That's true.
So, we'll see. All right, Fox Plays hanging out in that slot a little bit longer, basking in the victory.
Yeah, just reveling in that round 1 victory before going up against the Terror himself in round 2.
Are we going to run that right away? Probably not, right?
I don't think so. I think up next we should be having Huge Biscuit and Thicky McChicky, if I'm not mistaken.
Ooh.
Or we may have one
chicken
right
and
before,
biscuit?
We should
chicken
be
and a biscuit?
Chicken and a biscuit.
Man, where's the gravy? That's the question. We landed on thick this match or what? Where you at, Biscuit?
Yeah, let's ask Danny about that. Do you want your gravy thick or thin? Think of it like a protein shake.
Anybody ever asked for thin
fat
gravy? Is that maybe somewhere in the world? Ooh, I'm seeing Joey Maps hop in the training room. Like they're trying to clean things up. Who they got?
Respect it. Still in the tournament. It is double elimination. Okay, yeah, we do see Biscuit stepping up.
Okay.
If you're drinking it, you want your gravy to be thin.
What? I hope you're not drinking it.
Yeah,
I mean,
I don't know.
To each his own, you know?
I don't know where you got that from the conversation, but you do you, Crunchy. Hopefully your gravy's not also crunchy.
A lot of textures at play in this tournament.
Ew.
Yeah. All right, Thicky McChicky landing in the room. I'm seeing a Ryu. Looks like we're gonna have a Ryu versus Manon match here. Biscuit the ever-present Manon. Now we had a few Manons, but a lot of Manons had switched.
Yes.
Since, well, I don't know, since week 1, I guess.
It's been rough for this character. The game came out, everybody thought that she was high tier, top tier, whatever. Y'all remember what IDOM was doing at the time. And then fast forward to today, when I pulled up IDOM's latest tier list, putting her at the lowest character in the entire game.
Yeah,
does not have faith in her.
Anything that guy says. Come on.
I mean, at the same time, I don't blame him. This character has had it rough. Maybe not the worst, maybe the worst. Either way, she definitely does not have some of the same tools as the top tiers, but Biscuit doesn't need those tools.
I completely agree. I think it's all downplay. Manon is just fine.
Ooh,
all right, here we
start.
go. Getting in there with the command grab. Peppering with those normals. Manon normals very good. A little committal, a little vulnerable to DI, but very powerful. Fireball-esque.
Oh, I am curious. how Thicky McChicky is going to play the neutral game. Because when you're
Yeah.
Ryu, you like that mid-range usually. And we saw that in the last round against the Luke, making him uncomfortable at mid-range. But up against Manon, as you mentioned, he's got those long-range normals, so it could be a little bit harder for Ryu to play in that comfort zone.
Yeah, Ryu has to represent Fireball at this range, at the range that you're talking about with those long normals. But the problem is that Biscuit's been showing jump right away, unprompted. So Thicky maybe needs to kind of back off here, try to bait something dangerous from Biscuit, and he can get that punish before he gets going here. And get the DI's going to land, so can
there's
take this
that
round.
punish.
Level 2, yeah, optimal. Charge it
Yeah,
once,
spend it.
okay. Did not charge it once, knew it didn't need to. There's that particular combo, I think you can do a one-click charge. You listen for the click and then pop that shit.
That whole thing was just good awareness from Thicky. I feel like knew exactly what he needed, manages to have a little bit of meter going into this round 3, and Biscuit only has 2 medals. This is going to be a bit of an uphill climb, even with those 3 bars.
This is true. Yeah, we're seeing so many jumps too, and I think if Thicky could just get an anti-air DP going, they'd be in a great position, but instead they're going to be burned out.
Hey,
It's
if you're not
great.
checking it, I'm going to keep jumping at you. That's what
Yeah.
Huge Biscuit's playing, even throwing in the overheads for the mix-ups when you're not ready for it. And like you said, has that level 1, but is burned out.
Biscuit trying to bait something here. Decides it's not going to come. Now just pressuring, getting that chip damage. Gets the level 2 out. Is it going to hit? No parry. What's the punish? Yes?
Yeah, you're
got
good.
it. Nice from Biscuit there. Interesting how long Biscuit had to actually hold the parry there because Ryu charged the level 2. There's a sort of mind game that goes on there, I think. But as long as you're patient, he has to let it go eventually, and there it is. All right, well, we got an anti-air in there, but
Hey, that's
it was
a
not
start.
a DP, just a perfect parry. Better than nothing. We'll take
Just
it.
having some sort of threat could go a long way here. I feel like Biscuit has been pretty free to not only do those jump ins, but also throw out overheads and not get punished for it.
Ooh, what's the punish here? Honestly, not the most optimal punish there on the drive reversal, but he knew what he needed to do, got it done. Almost a perfect there to take that first round. Biscuit needs to check themselves a little bit, make sure they're not getting a little too crazy.
And as you say that, there's the jump in, gets punished for it, and it only costs you 2 bars there. That's a good situation for Thicky to be in. Opts to spend a little more, slowly walking Biscuit into the corner and jumps out of that command grab.
Come on, Biscuit. Yes, there's the DI reaction.
Just barely as well. The last possible second.
Yeah.
Starting to finally get those medals on, but is it too little too late? Biscuit's been struggling to get those medals.
Yeah, that is a very interesting thing. I mean, he's getting a lot of hit combos, but somehow Thicky's decisions have been denying those medals from him. It's working
the
out
long
this
game.
game. Yeah.
Now, what's the option? You're just
Wow,
gonna get checked.
okay. Thicky taking that one. That one looked really messy, to be honest, but the situations always seem to favor Thicky. Like you said, the medal's not coming out. The Oki not really there for Biscuit. Just a lot of weird, random, arbitrary hits. Again, you see like the single hits, not able to confirm.
Okay, there we go, getting past the 1 fireball. Finally, we see some lows coming out from Biscuit. I like that after all of the highs has gotten Thicky not crouch blocking, and you're gonna pay for it. Opportunity, not a medal builder for that finisher, but is able to at least take the round.
Yeah, I would have loved to see a command grab to punish that DP instead to build the medal, but it's okay.
Yeah, I was
Biscuit
surprised.
on match point here. Can Biscuit win this without ever really getting medals going? I
don't think he's gotten more than 2. And again,
Very
going for the
interesting.
damage, not trying to pull him in there. Biscuit not too worried about the medals, and hey, if you get the win, but it's a risk either way. There's one though.
There it is, yeah. On the verge here.
All right, where's that
Thicky needs to
crazy
go quick.
DI from Thicky? I'm ready for
I mean,
it.
oh. Okay.
That's another option, but you're gonna get hard scale.
Oh, yeah, missed his drive rush there. Looking for the combo extension there to push the corner, but not going to get it. Instead, Biscuit going to take this one. I don't know. I mean, I'm happy to see Biscuit win, but that was not a clean win.
No,
I
it
expect
was
more,
not.
especially from a newly minted 1800 player. You know, come on, Biscuit, step it up.
Wow, you had to bring the
the little
LR
bros.
into it. Why you gotta do that to
You
Biscuit?
know, MR is everything, man.
That's true. Bigger number,
But
better
you're-
person.
You're going to see that when Danny comes up.
Yeah, I'm sure Danny will show up on the stream at some point. I'm not sure who we got next, but these matches, it's been really interesting to see how things have been playing out tonight, because we're not getting those super practiced, super clean combos, nobody dropping anything. Instead, we're just seeing a lot of scrapping in the neutral, that rapid decision making of who can scramble out of the scenarios a little bit longer, just a bit of a different pace tonight.
You can say it. It's slop. We've been seeing a lot of slop.
I'm trying to give them the credit. I know these guys would watch me. I don't want to throw any shade out here.
Look, I think there's a thing that happens when like you get a matchup that's a little lopsided in terms of like seeding, right? All those early round matches are going to be lopsided that way by design. And what you want to see is the higher seeded player just dominate. But I feel like in this game, just because of the nature of it, the lower seeded player, by playing crazily, can force the higher seeded player into a lot of weird, uncomfortable situations that they're just not familiar with, and they end up dropping stuff that they wouldn't normally, right?
Yeah, that's that when you lose to someone, you're like, man, I only lost because I expected him to be a better player. You know what I mean?
Exactly. I don't think we've seen a upset on stream so far, but there's been some, near upsets, I think.
Yeah, some of these matches have been really close, and I think that also speaks to how tight the skill is amongst even the diamond to low master players. Getting to diamond itself is no small feat in comparison to getting to master, and sometimes if you've got that little bit of matchup inexperience or matchup experience on the other side, personally, I'd much rather be slightly worse than my opponent and know what I'm doing than the other way around. Just matchup knowledge can go a long way.
Yeah, I think it's just, it exemplifies how difficult it is to reach a point of consistency in this game. Like, you can be strong enough to defeat a 1900, 2000 MR player, but in order to be one, you also have to 100% of the time beat 1500, 1600 players every time. You can't just have that like maximum you can sometimes hit. It has to be consistent.
Absolutely. Consistency is key, and that's the beauty of the open bracket format, right? We talk about that all the time, invitationals versus open brackets. It's a very different world, a very different vibe, and you can see different kinds of players thrive in those different environments. Like, there's some players that they do incredibly well against other top-end players, but then they frequently get upset early in pools by just people who are seemingly random out of nowhere because they're not ready for the weird stuff.
Yeah. All right, looks like we got Lug coming up.
Yeah, I see an Akuma. I was really hoping we'd get to see some Akuma tonight. I think happy.
We're gonna see an Akuma mirror. Well, it depends. Air Birdie Man, I know them as an Akuma player, and I believe they're a legend Akuma. I could be wrong. Legend modern Akuma.
Ooh.
So we might have an interesting match coming up here. Yeah. We might see the classic versus modern. But we're just waiting on Air Birdie Man, it looks like.
It's all good. It's worth the wait. I would love to see the Akuma mirror.
They're calling for DQ in chat. Man. I'm gonna check these emotes. Is this a Lug emote, half a walrus, half a... No, this looks like your personal emote. Okay.
Ooh, what a power move.
I was
Your
gonna say
own emotes in the chat.
Yeah. If you're posting Lug emotes and then calling for DQ of Air Birdie Man, that might not be...
It's okay. My man's been following for like 8 months. You get a pass this time.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Only this time, but you get the pass. Yeah, for anybody, by the way, we do this every other Wednesday. If you're wanting to make sure you don't forget, hit that follow button. It's free. Speaking of free things, I mentioned it earlier. I'll mention it again. Hit that Twitch Prime if you got it. It helps. It's not a lot, but that kind of stuff adds up. And last but not least, exclamation point Matcherino in the chat. If you want to really give some direct contribution to these players, makes it a little easier for them, a little bit more motivation to grind if they know that they can make that top 3 payout. So that is always an option. And of course, we appreciate everything y'all do, even if it is just interacting with the chat, because even that helps us with the algorithm.
Yeah, I just checked the Matcherino. We were at $60.
Wow.
However, I will say that's off the back of only 3 contributions, and those are all I don't know if ZL counts as a Rainier Rushdown staff member, but these are all like Seattle Street Fighter staff essentially. So I want to see some more stream monsters, people who aren't involved in the scene exactly, contribute. I would love to see that. Come on, guys. Give us money.
No, we love our
That's what I'm
TOs
saying.
out here as well. Shout out to the whole TO team who makes this stuff happen. These kinds of brackets online, sometimes Start GG gets a little silly. Sometimes players have a habit of, you know, not showing up to things when they should, and it can be difficult, but they're making it work. Apologies for the slight delays here. We want to make sure we get the best matches possible on stream for y'all. But in the meantime, chat, let us know, who do y'all got on this next match? Who y'all think is going to win this thing? Give us your top 3, who you're rooting for, anything. I'd love to know.
Well, I'm pretty sure we got some Lug fans in chat, and some Air Birdie Man, I guess, enemies? I don't know what to call it here. Danny called for a DQ. You got a personal beef with Air Birdie Man, Danny? I've been seeing Air Birdie Man show up in our local lobbies, and something tells me they're not local. Are they California?
I think Danny's being strategic. He wants to win. Danny, definitely one of the favorites, has the opportunity to win tonight. So, you know, you start to cut down that competition, that prize pool. It starts looking pretty good for you.
Another match going here. Yeah, okay, so hop into the second slot. It looks like we're going to run the match there instead. We have Tida. Tida? Tida.
It's 2 Ds, so my phonics say Tida, but I'm not actually sure.
Yeah. We were all hooked on phonics at one point in our lives.
I wasn't going to say it.
Yeah. Who was it?
Man, I remember phonics as like a second grader going like, this makes no sense. Why is the syllable have to split here? Why can't I say syllable? It's all generic relative garbage. I want to go home and play Street Fighter 2.
Well, looks like they're going to be going up against... Oh, no. Okay, they already did that match. Who are they playing? Nasty, maybe? Nawsty. That match says it's already in progress, but it's clearly not.
Yeah, I think it's going to be Nasty.
Oh, they are queued up.
Yep, it is.
Right
There we
now.
go.
I wonder how much of this is CFN being weird, because I've seen people being queued up in the lobby, like in the slot, and just the match does not pop. So I don't know what's going on there.
We've got
looks like we are live
Nasty
now.
on the Ed.
Yeah. Ed. Okay. This is a character that I also see a lot of downplay for, and I know the Japanese players do not agree. Japan has this character very high.
I think that this character will rise over time. I think the thing that really holds back Ed right now is that he has to play so differently in different matchups in the neutral. And inherently, whenever you have a character like that, they take a long time to develop.
I like how you say they have to play very differently, and then in the corner he's just spamming the same target combo over and over again.
Yo, check this move out. That's when you're playing against your friend, you're like, I just found this sick new combo, you gotta see it.
Chun-Li lightning legs. Spam it out. Piano, never heard of it. Alright, but somehow Tida able to weather the storm there. Storm of jabs. Clutch that one out.
What is that character type? Epochal Rising Dragon?
Sick?
What? My man hit me with the vocab words out here, saying epochal.
Edgelord, I don't know, yeah. Ryu, not a character I typically associate with being an edgelord.
There's no way that Ryu knows what epoch means.
Alright, well, Tida, they got the corner right now. Going in on Nasty, trying to close this out. Kind of just posturing, and yeah, they're going to get jumped in on and thrown back in the corner here. Pretty messy here. Somebody needs to lock in and close this out. Just kind of exchanging mistakes right now.
Yeah, you were talking about this earlier. Maybe some people feeling a little bit sloppy tonight, having trouble locking it down, and the triple throws in the corner.
Yeah.
That's something we always got.
That's something that everybody can execute, you know?
Yeah,
Dash
exactly.
Forward, throw.
No one expects it the third time.
And that's another thing about this game, is we said it's like hard to consistently beat weaker players sometimes. I mean, some of the most powerful strategies in the game are pretty easy to execute. Throw loops, for example, right? Just spamming fireballs, things like that.
To me,
Right
that's
now-
part of what makes it so interesting and exciting when you can see very consistent players, because they're able to recognize the little things early on and
So
find
impressive.
ways to prevent the game from becoming 50-50s and rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah.
And that's such a
Tida right
high-level
now-
thing that's hard to see sometimes.
Tida trying to prevent this combat and will do so. All right. Was looking a little sketchy there, but the burnout happened and Tida able to close this one out. Just the first game, though.
Yeah, that's one.
Lots
See if we can
of Street
see.
Fighter 2 be played.
See that Ed player adaptation, maybe. Maybe you just have to figure out how to get those combos started in the corner again. Throw out that same combo 3 times in a row and hope that he doesn't get it. Okay, opportunity, but no. Tida keeps swinging out.
Yeah, good confirmation, too. They get some good corner carry with that. The sweep, wow. Counter hit, actually. Risky, but good spacing. Fighting out with that target combo. And yeah, target combo on hit is plus, I believe.
Okay, opts
Good
to
round
go
here.
for the OD. I like that. Recognize that Tida is a Ryu player. You're gonna jump in and that wall crush to close it out.
Yeah. This splat. All right, Nasty looking a little bit better. Still messy on both sides, but I know Nasty is looking at that 1400 MR on Tida's side, and they are thinking, I cannot lose this. I cannot allow this to happen. Need to lock
It hits
in.
different.
Yeah.
That's the problem with when you're online. You can tell if you're losing to someone that you theoretically should or shouldn't lose to.
Yeah. It's easy to like confuse yourself though, because people go in slumps, right? Or they go on big hot streaks.
Oh yeah. What was it
So
like
the
right
MR
after
does
the
not
patch?
reflect the skill always.
Right after the patch, NuckleDo's MR dropped to like 1100 somehow.
So that I believe that's because he lets his daughter play. I think that's correct.
Yeah, I'm always confused like that. Like, just why doesn't she play unranked?
I mean, you gotta learn on the streets, man.
Yeah. Speaking
Yeah.
of which, Ryu from the streets gonna have to learn a little bit more. Going right into the super to close this out as well. Nothing much you can do about that.
All right, 1-1. Like
Such
I
a
said, just
sick
so
win streak.
messy so far. As soon as somebody can just stabilize and get their game plan rolling, I think they're gonna roll right on through and take this easily.
Ooh.
Looking like it's gonna be Nasty. Clean right now. Yeah, the pressure to stand fierce into EX. Just maintaining plus frames.
Tida just holding down back and hoping that it ends. But you know what? It's working out really well. I'm not seeing a whole lot of high-low mix coming out from Nasty. And Tida eventually finds the holes in the pressure strip.
Yeah, right now we're seeing Tida burn themselves out pretty often, and a lot of it's back off the back of that pressure from Nasty off just the repeated normals, extended block strings. Tida will survive the burnout though. Now they're looking okay. Nasty on low drive meter. Needs to be careful. Yep, there's the parry coming in. Gotta maintain that. Some posturing here.
Yeah,
Takes the
both of these
fireball.
characters like that mid-range, so there's not going to be a huge advantage there. It's just a matter of who's a little bit better in the footsies. And the DI,
so
again,
unfortunate.
it keeps coming out from Nasty, and that might be enough on the wake-up. No, not quite.
not
Trying to
quite.
chip him out, and there
Yeah.
you go. Checkmate.
There was a gap there for super, but very slim. Only one little gap there, and they're not going to find it. So Nasty going to go up. Ooh, a little bit awkward situation at the beginning of the round there, but
Ooh.
maybe just a fake out. We've been seeing that a couple times. Tida looks like they're just kind of standing still at the beginning of the round. I don't know if that's an intentional bait or if that's a taking a sip of water or something. Turns out in their favor there. Have the corner now and almost burnout. This round is looking lost for Nasty. They have CA, but I don't even think you want to spend it here. I think you give this up. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. Sometimes you got to give it up. Maybe you can find an opening and start to get yourself back in the match and then use the CA, but you have to play for the whole game, not just the round. And that's what we see Nasty doing. Looked pretty good before those DI started to come out. Tida adapting, taking a little bit of a page out of Nasty's book there.
Yeah, the scramble's favoring Tida there. Both these guys recognizing that the opponent is kind of playing loose, and you see them just chill out and start to look for anti-airs, look for checks.
Yeah, it's a lot of jab confirms. Now you gotta hold the plus frames. A little bit out of spacing for the grab. I like the idea from Tida, but wasn't able to get a walk forward. Now you're gonna pay for it though with the crossover.
Yeah, he's definitely gonna burn this. Build some of that drive meter back. You're still burned out. Tida is, they're gonna be in a terrible position here. They do have level 2. They can react to a DI. Well, Nasty, give it to them. No, just the anti-air.
Oh, there we go. There's the reaction with the level 1. Get that dension charge.
Yeah, stocks up, but no. Yeah, that slow fireball is so annoying when you're in chip territory. I don't even think you can neutral jump that, so that might have been a checkmate.
Man, and that's going to be it for that game. Good stuff. The Ed counterplay from Nasty coming out there doing such a good job of not getting overwhelmed, I feel like, when he ended up in disadvantage, when he was in the corner. Finding times to throw out those DIs very well. And of course, we saw Tida doing the same thing. Recognize I'm getting DI'd a lot for these uncancelable long-range normals. You know who else is doing uncancelable long-range normals? My opponent. So he starts throwing them out, starts finding those punishes, but in the end, it just wasn't quite enough. And Nasty takes it.
Yeah, Nasty's going to take it. They're going to be going up against GGZL, Gabe, that is, in the next round. And I think that's going to be trouble for them because Gabe is a wild player, willing to take a lot of risks. Marisa. And like we said, Nasty was kind of getting overwhelmed by the Ryu in the beginning there, just able to hold on. I think against this Marisa, it's going to be an even bigger challenge. So best wishes to them, I guess. We're not going to see that match right now. We probably won't see it at all. We're going to be going to K-pop versus Smoke Rodeo.
So more Ken.
What the hell's that?
Yeah, I don't know this player, but we are going to see Ken versus Kimberly here.
Okay. Definitely K-pop has some experience playing Jake Ryan on the regular. So he's got matchup experience, but Jake's Ken is pretty unorthodox, I think. So we'll see. Sometimes that can hurt you, right? You've got a lot of personal player matchup experience and you're expecting something and you get something completely different. Right now, the very tentative neutral play. K-pop fishing with those stand forwards. Gonna get a confirm here in the corner.
They throw escape though. But now you've got that little bit of read in your opponent. K-pop has gotten Smoke into the corner and immediately got delay tech. So the question is, now that you're gonna get him into the corner again, are you gonna go for a shimmy? Yes, does go for the shimmy. There you go. That's why K-pop does so well, so consistently with this character.
He back threw him though, a little too scared there maybe of the DP, and he ended up in the corner because of it. Like guessing right and still being in a bad position. I want to see that confidence from K-pop. They still have the life lead here, but this could turn on a dime. All right.
Now we're slowing it down.
Yeah, this is a real match now. I feel like we've gotten to the point in the tournament where we're seeing some high-level play here.
Okay, DP confirm in the corner. You don't need that Tatsu. You can just go for damage because you're already there. And this time the throw coming out from Smoke Rodeo, closing out round number 1.
Slow and steady there from Smoke. You know, they really benefited from getting thrown out of the corner. But other than that, it was all them just playing slow and steady, taking the hits, the small hits when they needed to, and capitalizing when they needed to.
Checks him on that Jinrai. K-pop getting out of trouble. Hit him with the kicks. The overhead gonna get blocked. Great defense from Smoke Rodeo, but finally K-pop does get in. Goes for another shimmy, but a bit too slow on the whiff punish.
Yeah, I'm seeing K-pop in a kind of hedging mode, looking like he's trying to do multiple mix-ups, cover multiple options at the same time. And that's getting him in trouble. He needs to maybe be more confident in his reads here. Smoke still very threatening. I think one good hit could take this for Smoke.
K-pop is in CA. K-pop's in an awkward spot with that CA. Is going to be able to close out the round here, but has not gotten that movement, that damage buff this whole game. Forced to play with essentially a gimped character because of it.
You say that, but I think K-pop actually prefers this mode. I think he gets uncomfortable when the walk speed is too high. Yeah, he's so clean with his footsies and so precise with him that I think the smallest little bit of movement
he likes the minutia.
Can screw him up. Yeah.
Okay, there we go. You get that level 3.
Yeah, the elbow drop. Gonna get the level 3. Could have maybe burned a little more meter on this because would have gained it back, but we're okay. Got a 50% life lead here. Gets the meaty.
Yeah, sometimes you just got to take what you can get. Ended up working out really well there. Huge life lead. There's throw number 1. Again goes for a bit of a shimmy, and twice in a row now we've seen Smoke able to jab out of those, and there's the DP.
This is getting scary now.
Yeah,
Smoke,
plus
Smoke with the
frames.
desperation, nice. Yeah, gets the punish. I think that was the wrong, well, not the wrong Dragon Lash, but there is a Dragon Lash that is punishable on block. It's like what we saw there. So
You gotta be really
K-pop,
careful.
I mean, K-pop taking that one, but that looked like one of those rounds that Ken could just suddenly reversal.
Oh, I love that from Smoke Rodeo. The bait there, getting K-pop to swing. We saw the punish counter coming out, and now just these little checks. He doesn't want to overextend, give K-pop the opportunity, but K-pop stealing it anyway, fighting out of the corner.
Great hit from there from K-pop, not burning any meter on that either, keeping themselves out of burnout. Gonna get the mix up, keeping on the pressure, man. He's fighting for this one so hard. He's back up to 3 bars now. Yeah, he can afford to spend some meter. This is good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Killing up this.
And now you've got
Alright,
enough for an
throw a
EX
kill.
if you choose to use it. Great swing from Smoke. He keeps finding ways out of the corner. Both of these players so good out of the corner. But that's going to do it.
Nice. Yeah, to stand forward. K-pop playing excellently with the meter. There was a situation back there where K-pop, I've seen him before, just autopilot off the stand forward and burn himself out, and that time he did not do it. He conserved that meter, so good on him. Sometimes the little decisions can make a huge difference.
We saw that in the first round, and we're seeing it again. For some reason, maybe K-pop just misinputting, getting the opponent out of the corner. However, you still get that level 3 off, and you've played around the world with these corners. He's basically cornered again off of this.
Yep. Oh, nice interruption. Okay. And now he is cornered. Smoke looking to take this now. Good position. Okay, not quite. Now K-pop's in trouble here. 0 meter, vulnerable to the stun. How soon does Smoke execute on this stun?
Oh, it's week 1.
He still has the guaranteed stun. The DP. Okay, now he's gonna take it. Take the stun and kill.
There you go.
Yes. Very smart play there. No.
Oh no! Smoke played so well. Beautiful optimization.
Yeah.
Everything you were talking about, saving that stun, and then right when he was ready to execute, he just dropped it slightly.
Yeah. Man, planned that out so well. Unfortunate. Yeah, GG's in chat from these guys. But
That's
I'm sure
tough.
Smoke is unhappy with himself for the way that ended.
Yeah,
Definitely should have, at least that round should have gone the other way. But they're not out. They're going to be hopping down to the loser's bracket and taking on, let's see, who are they going to be playing? They're going to play the winner of Nofty and GGZL, which is currently going down.
I think up next on stream, we're going to be having Lug and Stomps.
Okay.
We saw Lug on earlier and then unfortunately had to hop off. So now we're going to get our opportunity up against Stomps, the jury. Exciting to see how that's going to go down. I feel like we don't see enough jury these days. This character's good.
I'm hearing we might have a quick break.
I think after Lug Stomps.
Yeah. Goris, can you confirm, are we breaking now or are we breaking after the next match?
Yeah, right before top 8. So we're at least watching this one.
Okay. Oh shoot, I didn't know we were live. I was looking at chat. No. Alright, I'm getting in there. Catching up.
There's too much going on. Oh, we got the mask, my man bought skins.
Okay. Well, another very lopsided MR match, but we've seen that MR not be quite accurate, I think, in some of our past matches here.
Yeah, both of these players, I mean, they've fought through a lot to get even this far in the bracket. This is winner's quarters. So looking at that MR doesn't necessarily tell the whole story at this point.
Stomps missing out on an opportunity to close that one with the super. At least I think they had an
That was
opportunity.
such a
Now they're in the
fast
corner.
DP.
Oh man, this might be really bad because the stun is coming in. Yes! No reaction there with the super from Stomps, and they're going to lose the round because of it.
Luke's anti-air game is crazy between that instant DP and then the jump fierce as well. OD air fireball, not going to get much off of it, and actually gets punished for the next one.
Both these guys burning a lot of meter early in the round. And again, the EX Fireball to put himself at 1 bar. Drive Rush is in. Lug is, like you said, so liberal with the drive meter usage. Not quite burning themselves out, but in a precarious position here. So precarious, and they're burned out. Yeah.
No anti-airs that time. And now,
Stomps is not going to give him the chance to even think about reversing that DI. Just going straight into it and catch that round. 1-1 in rounds here.
I feel like when Stomps got close, there was just so much mental stack going on with the pressure that Lug wasn't ready for those easy options anymore.
I'm loving these charge fireballs in neutral from Lug. You know, if your opponent is at a distance where they are not in range to jump over a fireball, that charge fireball is a great option. It kind of baits the jump sometimes, and if they don't jump, the plus frames are great. You can drive in after it, get a mix-up.
Okay, there's that throw to get things started. And yeah, there's that charged fireball into the drive rush. So many hits on that, even on the parry, that it gets him in for free, which makes Akuma one happy boy.
Both these guys playing on the edge, and I think we'll see the level 3 come out here. No! Drops it! Both of them burning themselves out. Okay. Real Street Fighter, but the DP misses!
We get crossed up.
Maybe the... Okay, I thought maybe it would link, but no, it's dropped, and instead it's going to go the other way. You're dead. That must have gone back and forth like 3 or 4 times in the last 5 seconds on like guaranteed
No,
win.
wait, not
He's
quite
alive?
dead there.
Excuse me.
But you are burned out on wake up, so it's going to be rough.
What did he hit him with? Hold on. What was the starter there? I must have completely misread the health bar, but regardless, Lug going to take that round, going to take that game after looking honestly out of it. So Stomps needed to lock in here.
I'm liking this Spider-Man costume from Jury.
Oh,
that Adam
very,
Webb
very
out
sick.
here.
Yeah, this makes me feel a certain way.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right, I'll write that one down for later. Okay, that crazy Jury drive rush getting him in, even when it seems like finally Lug is going to get an opportunity to reset. Stomps just keeps getting in, and that super close range has been so good for Stomps.
Yeah, I do think in that first game, Stomps looked generally better than Lug, but again, this clutch situations, you can kind of never tell. Stomps just not quite able to stabilize enough to win when they earned the win. Right now they're looking good though. Jumping, I like the jump over on the air fireball. That's a great option. The right range at least.
Okay, goes for the safe jump there, forcing Stomps to just respect it. Ends up getting hit. And now we've got corner combos. Okay, Lug, let's see what you've been doing in the training room. No!
Oh, the counter drop. Come on, don't drop this. Get it, get it, get it, get it. Yes.
Okay, there we go. That was a little bit scuffed.
I feel like I'm like talking to a pet dog or something, like throwing the ball across the room.
It's okay. We reset. We recover. Opportunities for both of these players, but no! Goes for the Tatsu when he was crouching. That does not connect. You have to recognize it preemptively.
Yeah. That's going to be a challenge for a lot of Akuma mains that are kind of starting out, not used to that from previous games. We did see Lug have that sick combo, though. Like, they have the conversions, they have the game knowledge, at least when it comes to damage output.
And we're back to
this slow opportunity.
This is where Lug has been a little bit stronger and much more comfortable with those anti-airs like what we just saw. Stomps needs to find a way to get in.
Patient play here until the DI. As soon as
there we go. Stomps is in.
Counter DI? Oh, he barely had time. He got 2 normals in. That's actually super optimal. A lot of damage before the DI hit. And so that's all going to add up. That all eats into your armor. So, but back thrown into the corner. And now Lug in a great position. Missed the DP, but it's okay.
Yeah, finally throwing out that DP at the worst time, unfortunately. And Lug going for the reset with the jump. Kind of risky and gets anti-aired on wake up.
He's looking for that throw bait, right? But doing it in the most risky way. Could have walked back maybe and kind of a shimmy throw bait instead of the neutral jump, but he committed, paid for it. Stomps now on match point.
Okay, the heavy kick cross up there, safe jump again. Whips it actually on the wake up. Not really sure what happened there, but Stomps is going to take those right into the level 3, get that feng shui engine activated.
Yeah, he's definitely going to want the damage here. Definitely going to want the drive meter back. All right, Rotech. Oh, whoa, very interesting there. The fireball is still out. Otherwise, he would have gotten very punished.
Yeah, both players getting kind of awkwardly clipped there, but this is going to put Stomps in the advantage and actually manages to get the overhead punish counter.
Yeah, he was in such a desperate position there, Lug. I mean, so low on drive meter. Could have DP'd there, but there were so many things to think about, right? Trying to, do I have enough meter to parry whatever's coming at me, all that stuff. So Stomps taking that one after, honestly, a pretty sketchy first game. That's been a theme, I think.
Yeah, it really has. Man, it's been a fun time to watch, though, just seeing the way people have to recover, the mental reset that is required when you have those difficult games, and what that can all turn into to be the one who comes out on top when nobody's really at their best.
Yeah.
But yeah, with that, we are going to take a short break. We will be back in a few minutes here to get started on that top 8, so y'all don't go anywhere. And of course, exclamation point bracket in the chat in the meantime, if you want to catch up on what's going on.
And exclamation point Matcherino.
See y'all soon.
We've been baited. We've been baited, Lentini. No break yet. One more match, then a break. It's like that. We baited the whole chat, actually. All right, who do we have then? A losers match? Oh, Biscuit versus Triclops? Is that correct? Oh man, who is it gonna be? Wow. Panic in the back rooms right now. Trying to figure out who's playing, whether we're breaking or not. I don't even know if I'm transmitting live right now. I'm going to assume yes. Seeing popcorn in chat. Excellent. I don't know how you popped that so fast. That was impressive, Estel. You got that super microwave. Like Lion versus Thicky Senpai? Okay. Are you with me, Lentini? You're muted if you don't know.
Bro, have I been muted ever since we came back? This has been a mess. I'm sorry, chat. We're trying to figure out how to make this work. It's been a long day. But yeah, we do have one more match coming up before the break. Sorry about the confusion there. Sorry to the one person who went and got themselves some popcorn and is going to miss part of this. It is what it is. But hey, we got more Street Fighter.
It never ends. There's always more Street Fighter. Okay. I'm seeing a French flag over here from Lion. I missed the one from Thicky Senpai. But I'm seeing a TTV at the end of their name.
Yeah,
you know what that means.
TTV.
Go follow them.
Yeah, let me do some market research in the background here.
Yeah, see what's going on. Are they live?
Is my man
They're live.
streaming?
We better see a raid as soon as they get knocked out in this match.
Looks like they are not live.
Okay. Well, all the same, hit them with the follow, guys. Right now, looks like they need a follow. They're down in this match, so they're not in this game.
They've got some sort of Evo Trip sub goal or donation goal or something going on.
Okay.
Yeah, the TTVs really are never live.
Okay, here we go. Line with the first round. Pushing to the corner immediately. Looking clean. Both these guys very close to MR. This might be the closest MR we've seen so far. The disparity only 4 points. Should theoretically be a good match, but Lion says, no, I'm just going to take this clean. This corner pressure, you're never getting out of the corner.
Yeah,
Can he confirm this? Can he take it? Perfect KO.
Man.
First game to Lion. Sick. Damn, how are we going to have the closest disparity there and then the least close game? Like the actual outcome. What's going on?
Hey, but we've seen that before, right? We saw the huge disparities into a perfect, and then all of a sudden it just goes back the other way. So
it's true.
Those MRs only take you so far, but at this point, Lion definitely the one doing the lion's share of the damage. Let's see if that TTV power-up is going to be enough for Thicky Senpai to get back into this. Good parry.
Yeah, chat. I mean, if they're not live, they don't have chat to power them up. So
That's
I don't
true.
know. The spirit bomb's not there.
We need the chat power up. Get my man to Evo.
You gotta rely on that KO Ken instead. I don't know if it's gonna be enough. Tinky getting punish counter thrown there. It was the perfect parry enter here that did it. GDN looking very clean right now. Just so solid. The wall slowly encroaching on you. The spiked wall, as Danny would call it.
Yeah, that DP going to give Tinky an opportunity. Grab that man, put him a little bit closer to the corner, and there's your low starter, Denshin charge.
Oh.
And unfortunately, a little bit too
DI
trigger
there?
happy.
You're crazy, bro.
There was no reason for him to pull the trigger on that. And now you're going to get training room comboed with the level 2, but
he
Lion not
tried.
able to get anything off of it.
I think he tried to do the new shit, dude. The weird delay shit, but
Yeah.
the random DP, that must have been a fireball, I think. I think a dashboard fireball from Tinky. And
When
instead
you
it
see
turned
the
into a raw
level 2s, all this kind of shenanigans, when that starts to come out, you know they're looking for the Twitter combo.
Yeah, Ed's got some new stuff too. Ed's got some broken stuff. The damage on that is wild. I don't think Lion's gonna need it though. So far from Tinky, I've been seeing some like good play and then random DIs that have not been working. And there's another one DIing, burning themselves out. They're gonna get the hit though. Okay.
Wow.
I mean, yeah,
That's
if it works, it works.
It's an awkward scenario there. You are going to get scaled very hard on that level 3. In my opinion, that whole interaction was just not worth it because you burned yourself out for like a third of the bar. But one benefit of using that level 3 is it comes back fast.
Yeah, they already got it back, and now Lion is the one at the deficit. Well, they were until the EX Fireball. Tinky definitely willing to spend meter, I'll say that. At least they're pairing these Fireballs, keeping their meter up with that. Such an interesting style. Not a lot of Fireballs we're seeing from Tinky, just a lot of kind of hit and run.
Good reactions, though, with those DPs. Even
Nice
on the
peek.
drive rush, a lot of people are not looking for that in that scenario, but Tinky was ready for it.
Okay. Yeah, maybe they settled down a little. I think if they just didn't DI, they would be doing so much better. I don't think they need to. I think they're good enough to not rely on that. Maybe it's a specific Ed thing they're reacting to with DI. Then there it is. That is what it is. They're reacting to the charge flicker. And it's going to be
it's a bit of a 50-50 because if he doesn't charge it, you get caught out on that DI, and we saw how that's gone for Tinky.
He does have the command dash back. He can do if he sees you doing that. So, but right now it's working out, and the stun. Lion just overwhelmed here by these. Honestly,
oh no!
I'm overwhelmed by this combo, which is not hitting. Burned out, but still the throw. That was just about the messiest way he could have done it.
I mean, like, you gotta respect that he didn't drop the pressure, but that was kind of rough.
Yeah, Masters with the data in chat telling us that not only can you do the command dash backward to bait the DI or to react to the DI, he can cancel into level 3. So multiple options there to deal with the DI. You gotta keep track of his meter as well as your own. Let's see if we still see that. I mean, I think Tinky has done well enough to establish the DI as a reaction. I'm surprised he didn't do it there. But I wonder if he just chills out. I'm sure Lion's looking for that now.
Yeah, that is one thing that you get. Sometimes, if you make a bad decision, you can just call it conditioning.
Again, seems like that's his just go-to Oki option, right? His go-to mix-up. Very fortunate. I think that was a safe jump, but Lion just not blocking on it. Tinky getting away with a lot of stuff right now, and that is not projectile invincible. That's going to get you killed. Lion on match point.
I feel like so many people get in the habit of just throwing out level 1s when they're burned out and feeling like it'll block anything and not really reacting to, is my opponent spacing for a fireball or some other sort of projectile?
Okay, well, Tinky has something starting here. They look like they're in the flow of things. Their flow chart is activated. The overhead will not hit, but they're okay with that. They just back off, start throwing from fireballs here. Ooh, could have comboed with that one.
A little timing mix up. Now, this is a place where Ed has counter tools to win this fireball war, but we're not really seeing it work out too well for him, as Tinky is just throwing out fireball after fireball and saying, no, adapt, get good.
He's throwing them from a close range where it's difficult, I think, for Lion to react with his own fireball and dispel that.
I'm not spamming, I'm zoning
here. Okay, there's the charge flicker. We get something off it, but not a lot. I think he could have gotten more. I'm sure he's tentative in this round. Like, how much meter do I want to spend? Okay.
There's that shimmy that we need. Does not go for a DI this time. You're burned out, but you're a jab away.
This could be scary there. I like Lion just honestly going in here. they're not going to. They have a round to play with. I kind of want them to just commit and try to take this.
Yeah, I agree. I think you go in here. You have to take advantage when you're this low. Inevitably, you're going to get chipped out, and there it is. Lion just a little bit
worth a
off.
shot. If the DI was meaty, it would have worked, right? Because he just held up.
Yeah, it started to work there. You had the pressure. He just needed one more reset, and he could have taken that in the corner, especially with this full level 3 that he's got in the back, which Tinky does not have.
Yeah, final game, final round here. Nerves have to be setting in here for Lion. I think they recognize that they are on paper playing better, but yeah, the punishes are not quite there. Oh, jeez. Gets the burnout. Okay, this is good. And this time he does choose to go in.
And he has a lot more health to work with this time. But yeah, you've got to get in properly. And Tinky's so good with those anti-airs. He is ready for it every single time. And now you're almost back to a full bar of drive.
Tinky surviving? Yeah, survived the whole burnout situation. So slippery there to do so. He is in the corner, but I don't know. Like, it's pretty even. They're even on drive meter, even on health. Both stopped level 3. Very tentative. Both of them looking for some kind of hit confirm. Where's that DI from Tinky, right? Where's the DI reacting to the flicker? I know Lion could bait it if he just does like a quick flicker canceled.
So much is on the line here. You don't want to pull the trigger preemptively. Okay, Lion takes the risk, gets out of the corner, resets the neutral again. And there you see the baiting with the flickers. I think he's trying to get Senpai to be a little bit overextension.
Absolutely burn it. There it is. He's going to get a massive life here. Life lead here. Massive drive meter lead. And we're down to 19 seconds. He can definitely chill here.
The 19 seconds in the CA.
Throw, so risky.
You're just barely, I think, in jab range here.
Attack.
Now the shoe's on the other foot. Senpai is going to need to get like a crazy jump-in combo or something. 8 seconds left.
Level 3 will stop the clock, though.
You have to find the opening.
It's not
you have one shot. You got to go for something.
Now it is over now. The reaction to the DI, the desperation. He went back to the well one last time. And he's falling in, man. He's little Tinky is falling down the well. Arf, arf.
You hate to see it. But hey, he did what he could. It was just a tough situation where Lion was playing really well to the clock, backing up methodically, not just cornering himself, and forcing those crazy options to come out.
Oh, I'm sure Lion is relieved after that one. I don't think it's crazy to say that like they looked better that entire match. They just weren't quite reacting to all the crazy things that Tinky was doing, and that was keeping Tinky in the match. That said, I think like Tinky, besides the DIs, showed like a lot of good stuff. They were just a little bit too hasty with some of those just all-in options that I don't think they needed.
Yeah, completely agree. And unfortunately, like you mentioned, it's loser side. Only one can move forward this time, and it's going to be Lion trying to make that top 8 loser side run. But before we get into top 8, now, for sure this time, we're going to be taking a short break. Getting right into those winner side top 8 matches afterwards. So don't go anywhere. Now you can grab your popcorn. We will be right back.
Grab some more popcorn. Why not?
Chris CCH is looking good with the Ed tonight on TNS.
I'm back. Are we live?
Not yet.
Not yet? It's always a weird situation where, like, there's just no way to know whether you're live.
And welcome back, everybody, to Top 8 here at Rainier Rushdown Season 2. I'm so excited for what we got coming up on this Top 8.
Let's fucking go. See what the bracket looks like here. I'm seeing Danny Fam versus Integra on the winner side.
Finally gonna get Danny on stream, maybe?
Stomps versus K-pop. Okay, that's an East versus man. East, that break really took a lot out of me. East versus West battle here. Stomps versus K-pop, and then down in the losers bracket, Lion versus Triclops, and GGZL versus fan favorite Thicky McChicky.
Very exciting. Yeah, we see my man Thicky McChicky did make it all the way through losers side. Went down there at round 2 and has clawed all the way back through, let's see, TNT_ENT_84. Fox
come on,
plays.
man. You can't be doing that to us.
That's
worse than Kasiski.
Yeah, that's a rough one.
All right, but we are in it. Integra on the left with the Ken. Dr. Danny Fam, you know him well with the Zangief.
Yeah, this man has been a staple of Rainier Rushdown and every bracket in the area. An absolute terror with this character.
And Integra, a good show right away. Guessing right on that SPD, getting the neutral jump punish. Risky too to go for the neutral jump, but again it worked out. Even on the throw there, normal throw from Danny.
Ooh, great call out. Goes for the cross up as well. Into the super, I like it.
Burned out his Danny though, and wow, I can't believe the DI was fast enough. I think Danny did that stand medium kick, assuming it wouldn't have been. Danny just level 1 anti-aired the Dragon Lash. That is the hardest read I think you can possibly do in that situation. He was ready. He knew exactly what's coming. I think you've seen Integra play before, maybe. You think so?
That was
holy shit,
crazy. I have never seen a Zangief do that against Ken before. But yeah, the recognition that you have to do the anti-air because he's in the air during that Dragon Lash. That's talking about character specialization.
The knowledge and the awareness and like the read, but also like the presence of mind to be looking for in that situation, like after a weird scramble.
True
and he's
muscle supremacy out here.
This might not be enough. Okay, it's not enough.
The reset cross up. Downside though is now Integra has got you in the corner and you're burned out as Zangief. That's gonna be it.
Lucky there to not get punished. He did a crouch medium punch, I think, into it when he couldn't understand fierce and guaranteed it. Put himself at risk, but it's going to be okay. Integra taking that first round. Getting the first hit in the second round, too. He's level 3 stocked. Danny punching back. Okay, the big DI, though. And this is good. We're going to burn out Danny. Danny is, I think, comfortable in burnout, but normally this happens on Danny's terms, right? On a knockdown or something like that, where he gets a little bit back right away. Not in this case. And level 1 is not going to get him out of stun. Okay, but
that armor will.
Yeah, you can't do it raw. You need to do a button into it. He didn't do it, and he goes for the shimmy. Wow. I think if he just confirmed and followed up from that target combo, maybe the hit stun's not enough there to guarantee the stun, but either way, takes the round there.
Yeah, Integra not dissuaded by what just happened. able to bring that back and get the dub on game number 1. But we're in best of 5 territory. Lots of opportunity for Danny to show that adaptation.
Right now, Integra's just wild style. Seems like too much for Danny. I mean, Danny had such a sick read on that anti-air level 1 the first round, but ever since then, it's just been Integra going wild, and the hits they're landing. If they don't land, he dies, but they're landing.
Now, we saw earlier the downside of when you go for those jump baits on the grab read, but there we saw the upside. Integra finding an opportunity to do it. Of course, not cornered in that scenario, so not quite as bad. But Danny answering back with some cataclysmic damage.
Yeah, you finally got a good read there on the DP. Huge punish. This is going to be a hard round to lose for Danny, I think. Ooh. That said, Integra does have a level 3 coming up.
Yeah,
and burnout for Danny. Uh-oh. Does he burn level 3 here? He does. He wants to fight for this round. He's going to spend the meter. He says, I'm going to take it here.
It's Danny's in the corner, burned out. He does have a lot of meter on his side to definitely bring himself out of this, but Integra has got this pretty well set up for himself if he can find the opening. But there you go, and there are the buffed combos. Thank you, patch 2.0, giving Danny the round there.
Yeah, that was really good damage for no meter spent, right? Super nice to be able to have that. Integra's going to be hurting that he did not land that DP anti-air. Oh no, and it might be swinging back in Danny's favor here. He has the level 3 stocked. I assume he's going to save it for a level 2 reaction or something like that.
But you do have to be careful. He is running out of drive gauge. If he goes for a drive rush here and then gets chipped a little bit, that could be it. So he has to really play patient.
Integra with those hypnotizing whiffs. Feels like a third strike match. I don't think he got him. Yes. He just did it.
That's so unfortunate. Danny had the idea, but unfortunately for him, Integra was able to get that DP out. Speaking of which,
the DPs are landing. Integra just going wild and making the reads.
And now you're 1 away, and that's going to be rough for Danny. Integra up 2-0 in the set.
Oh my god. Integra is taking so many risks right now, and I think Danny's a little stunned by just how risky he's playing.
Yeah, usually that's the Zangief play, right? You make the hard reads and hope that your opponent's bread and butter, clean gameplay isn't enough to deal with it.
I have seen Danny struggle with just an insane, almost like inane play style before. So is this just his kryptonite?
Oh!
It's hard to read someone who just is not doing anything that makes sense, right? At some point, you have to just try to play better than them and punish their crazy options. Kind of win in the long run in the numbers,
which is very hard to do when you're playing Zangief, because his whole thing is he gets those hard reads on you, and when Integra's playing like this, doing such a good job of catching you off guard, you never get the opportunity to build that adaptation because he's always one step ahead.
This would be a pretty big upset in my opinion, and Integra's not making it look like it. Integra's making it look easy. I mean, he is playing wild and he's making good reads and getting, honestly, kind of lucky in a lot of situations, but I think his game plan is just really good against Danny in particular.
Danny looking pretty decent here. He's about to get that gauge back. Yeah, there you go. And he's got a lot of meter to work with. But the same thing's on Integra's side. If he gets a hit, is he going to spend the meter? Goes for that standing fierce, trying to just close this out with the bread and butters.
This round is not out of the question for Integra. Goes for the reset.
There you go. Not
going to land. Okay, yeah, he got the hit there. Maybe went for a reset, hoping that Danny was like teching or churning maybe level 3. But now we're going to go into this last round. 3 bars apiece here. Integra up 2 games. This could be it.
Speaking of level 3s, Danny has been really saving those. I mean, same thing true for Integra. But Danny's someone who likes to do what you mentioned, like those reaction level 2s. He used those level 1s really well in the first game. But now he's just been kind of holding back, waiting for the perfect moment to strike with those supers.
It seems like he's just not been able to get a read on Integra enough, and I don't think he got him again.
There it is.
I thought maybe Integra tried to, and maybe he did try to DP or something like that.
But good morning and good night to you. Yeah. Danny getting himself on the board. Has the reverse 3-0 started, or can Integra stop the bleeding?
Same thing. Yeah, Danny is famous for reverse 2-0, reverse 3-0. Once he kind of gets the read, you know, breaking that hold he has on you is really difficult. I feel like you're just under his spell.
Talking about making Dragon Lash and overhead. What is wrong with you? That's disgusting. Or trade deal. It's an overhead, but it's 20 frames slower and incredibly laggy on block. Deal?
Yeah, it should be minus 20. Minus 22.
Make it a 25 frame overhead that's minus 20.
All right, Danny looking good here. Really calming this storm.
That should be it. It's so weird to see Zangief's now going for those drive rush combos with just the way that the damage output has changed. The SPD is no longer optimal in a lot of those scenarios. Good awareness, good adaptation for Danny.
But suddenly Danny's at low drive meter again. This happens a lot with him, and usually it's fine. Like, this is just part of his game plan. But somehow Integra's been able to make it happen in a way that's uncomfortable for Danny, I think. Yeah, he's able to fight back this time. Perfect parry from Integra. Gonna get the corner. What's the mix-up, though? The damage is not great, so you really want Oki to goes for low.
Interesting wake-up parry from Danny. Works out. Able to get out of that corner. We see him churning the butter a little bit, but
so
Integra
ready.
not afraid.
This has been a really important note in this matchup, is that Integra is ready with the EXTP when Danny goes for the drive rush cancel off the stand short. Really important to shut down that option.
I also see Integra more ready for Danny's charged fierces in the corner. That's something that he likes to use a lot as a get off me, get out of jail free card. So Integra is just spacing it out.
I don't think he can kill. He does have the level 1 to combo if he wants, but no, he's going to save it, go for the reset, gets the low, still not enough.
Oh, there's the overhead.
Yeah, I think if he blocked that, that was punishable too, so lucky to get away with that one. It looked like Integra woke up with a low forward, maybe, something like that.
And this has Danny on the cusp of his reverse 3-0. We talked about his inclination for that kind of victory. Integra on winner's side here definitely does not want to stop the winner's side run here. Needs to find that adaptation. There's the opportunity. The whiff standing fear is able to punish the whiff punish with his own crouching medium kick and carrying Danny all the way to the corner.
These neutral jump throw baits have been doing so much work for Integra. Danny teching when I feel like he's just not normally a techer. I see him backdash a lot more often.
Okay, nice
great
reset.
Can he kill? I think he's dead.
I'm seeing so many scenarios, yes, that does kill, where Danny is starting to pull out some slightly unorthodox options, like holding on to that bicycle kick overhead until the key moment, holding onto that DI in the corner until that moment, and that is the thing that is really giving him the leg up in this final game.
It's crazy to think that Integra was up 2-0 just a moment ago, right?
Yeah, this is like a totally different game. Danny firmly in the driver's seat right now. Oh, but overcooks it there. He burned himself out.
The stand fierce, though. Yeah, it says you cannot bully me. I will not block. I'm burned out, but so what? You're the one blocking. You're the one mixed up. Integra trying to use these fireballs to earn himself some blocks done at least.
But no, Danny's going to get the drive back.
He's going to take it.
And Danny completes the reverse 3-0. Was there ever a doubt? I know there were definitely some people in chat that are like, yeah, Danny's got this. But still, great stuff to Integra. Made him work for it.
Yeah, I know a lot of people are going to say, if this was first to 2, Danny would have got washed. But I think there's something to be said for, like, Danny knows going into the match that it's a first to 3. Therefore, he's going to play differently, right? He's willing to, you know, accept a 0-2 because he knows he can come back.
Yeah, there's definitely a different mindset when you're at these players' level in a first to 2 versus a first to 3 set. You start throwing out maybe a little bit earlier those hard reads that you have based on the adaptation in the first to 2. Maybe you throw out some more wild options just to catch people off guard. But in the end, in this first to 3, we saw Danny play it perfectly. He looked down, but he certainly was not out, brought it all the way back, and is able to secure his seat on winner's side, winner's finals. But there's one more person to fill that out. Is it going to be Stomps or is it going to be K-Pop?
Ooh, man, K-Pop also newly minted in the 1800 club along with Biscuit. Let's see if they can prove their worth here, prove that they deserve that spot.
Now late drive kick there, not going to get anything off of it from Stomps. K-Pop, a connoisseur of that corner pressure, knows all the ways to get in and out, and now resetting this neutral so well.
Yeah, I think where K-Pop really excels is in the neutral, actually. His Oki game is very solid, but it's not crazy. He doesn't go for anything especially risky.
Okay, there we go. We get that back throw. This is where it starts. This is where this character thrives. Whether you're a specialist in the corner or not, she will carry that damage output and takes round number 1.
Good stuff from K-pop there. Round could have gone either way, but I think some good meter management from K-pop ended up paying off there. And yeah, this neutral is, I know, kind of iffy for Kim maybe, just because of the fireball is an option for Jury, but we'll see if he has an answer to that. Right now, Stomp's the one who spending more meter. I mean, got a lot for it, but they're low is the problem.
Speaking of meter, though, both players do have that level 3 on lock. Let's see who pulls it out first. We have K-pop in a situation where you have to play that game of, do I want to spend it on this round? But before I can even get through that, doesn't have a chance to decide as Stomps closes it out and brings it to a final round here. Full resources on both sides. K-pop, the first one to draw blood, the first one to pull out that level 3, get those buffs going, reset that Oki in the corner.
Yeah, beautiful stand forward with punish to earn this. 50%. Once the mix-up drive rush in. Wow, just takes the hit. Stomps, I wonder if he was holding up. Pretty good damage. Oh, can he kill here? Yes!
Okay. Man.
Stomps doing some strange things. He woke up, I think, hold up, and he woke up with a sweep. I mean, it's a hard read call out. I guess he's looking for a walk back or something like that, but this early in the set, it feels a little strange. Maybe these guys have played before and he's got some kind of player read.
Oh, I love that from Stomps. We saw him backdash like 3 times in a row in the neutral. Now we're seeing it again. And he's just choosing those times to move forward. But right back at him is the adaptation from K-pop, recognizing the dash back, dash forward pattern, and getting a jump in combo and taking it all the way to the bank with this corner carry.
Yeah, his pressure there in the corner was a little sketchy, though. He left himself open, and he's going to get punished for it. Back to the neutral now, just kind of scrambling here. Kim good at this with the teleports. Pushing Stomps to the corner now. Meter low on Stomps. Drive meter.
Overhead starter. DP out. Stomps finally pulled the trigger on that. But you've got to pay for it because you are burned out. Can you keep that offense going? Yes, you can, as K-pop tried to take advantage with the DI.
Yeah, Stomps just barely able to clutch that out somehow. It felt like he kind of didn't really earn that. K-pop just froze up a little bit there.
Now we got that level 3. Look, K-pop may not be quite as comfortable with that higher movement speed, but it's definitely an advantage that he has. That shimmy game goes crazy on the buffed Kim, and we see him already playing to that movement advantage.
Oh, nice drive
there we go.
In. Unable to combo.
You can't do that if you're not buffed.
All right, he's looking good for this round. As long as he doesn't accidentally spend too much meter and burn himself out or something like... What? Why do I say these things, Lentini? What?
It's okay. What? We're good. We're chilling.
I can't believe he did that right as I said. I can't wait for the VOD review. Fucking A, dude.
Yeah, you gotta coach this man. It's okay. K-pop had it figured out. There is something to be said, you know, going either way there. Do you decide to burn all the way out for one more set of pressure strings when you've already got him in the corner? Or do you reset?
We're going to talk about it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, you guys get in that
Discord similar situation here. Yeah. Low on meter. He cannot do a driver. Okay. Wake up level 3. Well hit. We have not seen this yet. We haven't seen a lot of wake up level 3 in general this tournament.
It's so high risk, high reward. And when you're at such a high level of play, you really have to think about committing to that level of risk.
Okay. Oh, and not punished though. That is punishable, but you have to jab punish it now, I believe, or maybe stand short. And instead, K-pop has a chance to take this now. He's going to burn Stomps out. This is not going to kill, but he's going to get a mix-up for the game. A lot of his drive meter coming back, too. What's the mix-up? Overhead, maybe?
No, go straight for the regular strike.
Where's
there.
The chip a threat, and the slide. Ooh.
That's such a tough situation. K-pop's neutral is terrifying.
All right, so K-pop able to take that second game as well. Up 2-0 right now in this first of 3. It has been a little messy. I think like in the long run, he's looking a lot better than Stomps though, but like this is not over. This is absolutely not over.
Ooh, there's that slide again. K-pop starting to use it a little bit more. Looking really solid with that mix-up game. The 1800 Club got hands right now, and it's up to Stomp to find a way back into this.
Stomps is doing a great job on preserving their drive meter. They were close to burnout, but they didn't go into it. And they're still in this match because of it. Okay. I'm surprised we didn't see maybe a level 1 there, but no, K-pop saving it.
I love that anti-air from K-pop covering the whip grab. Done such a good job as well getting these reads. Goes for the dash instead of spending meter on that combo. I feel like he could have killed, but maybe not comfortable with it.
Oh, again, we saw this similar situation the first game, I think, where it just got really scrambly, and then Stomps held up forward, and that jump fierce, I believe it is, with the really early stun, really early hit stun. Doing a lot of work, and he's gonna get a level 3-2 here. Yeah, this is a great look for Stomps, trying to take a game here, come back, make this not a sweep. I don't think we're in a Danny's situation with the reverse sweep necessarily, but
well, I mean, the way that this is going, getting K-pop to take huge risks like that, I know you got it in that situation, but Stomp's forcing it out.
I assume that K-pop was kind of like counting himself out there, and when he was given an opportunity to maybe come back and take that round, he kind of just panicked and burned himself out. So, you know, you got to be ready to take what's offered.
Stomps on the board, showing more than signs of life here. Clearly has what it takes to keep fighting in this tournament. K-pop, of course, a staple of those top threes, like we've mentioned, but Stomps not far behind, especially with the way this gameplay is going right now.
Yeah, Leaf pointing out in chat that maybe their name is Stomps because they really like that jump fierce.
They're definitely playing the right character for that name, I'll tell you that much. Yeah. I'm going to just leave it there.
The overhead comes
I love
in.
the overhead mix. That's not super common in that scenario. K-pop using it beautifully there, forcing the fuzzy break. Great stuff there, and Stomps just putting on the pressure. No anti-airs for you.
Yeah, he's figured out that this jump fierce, K-pop just doesn't have a clean answer to it. So he's abusing it for sure. Not going to take this round, but, you know, I think he's found a tool he can use to come back. Just need to figure out how to weaponize it. But the neutral from K-pop, yeah, the footsies with that stand forward. That button, I don't know if it's broken, but K-pop definitely makes it look broken. I don't know if you've ever played him, you'll understand.
Anything can be broken in the hands of the right person. That was a little bit much from Stomps. K-pop super ready for it. We saw him just chilling at full shimmy length there. Knew something was going to come out. And now you are on your last reset, the high-low. Manages to swing out, staying alive. One more opportunity for Stomps.
Nice interruption. Yeah, good check there from K-pop. Going to take that one. He was a little bit in jeopardy, though. You know,
yeah,
I think if that was a 2 out of 3, we talked about, like, Danny, you know, people saying, oh, if it was 2 out of 3, you would have lost or whatever. I think that's not necessarily true in Danny's case because he was playing the 3 out of 5 game plan. I think in this match, it actually could have gone the other way. Like, it was a little sketchy.
Like, if this was a 4 out of 7, you're saying, like, maybe it could have...
Yeah. I would love to see a little more solid play from K-pop in the moments where it seemed like he was kind of guaranteed a round and got a little iffy.
That's the mix you always got. Even when you lose, you're like, yeah, but I would have won the 4 out of 7. I would have won the 5 out of 9, whatever it is. Either way, though, both of these players clearly fighting hard for that title and fighting for a little bit more than that, because here in Season 2 of Rainier Rushdown, we've got a Matcherino on the line, payout for the whole top 3. At the moment, we're sitting at an $80 prize pool. Anybody, exclamation point, Matcherino in the chat if you want to contribute to that. Give these players what they deserve, just a little bit of cash for their troubles.
Yeah, shout out to Zuricon for the latest contribution, 20 bucks.
Yeah, that was a fun match to watch. And that solidifies our winners finals, right? We got K-pop up against Dr. Danny Pham himself.
I'm looking forward to that one. I mean, these guys have played before in Salon a lot, but I can't wait to see what's going to happen here online when they're both at home in their comfort zone, right? It could be a different story.
Yeah, I always think back to a Knuckle Do interview once, talking about having like the family power up around him. There was a big online event, I forget which one it was, where he lost on winner's side, and then he just like laid down on the floor. His wife was there, his kid was crawling over him, got the mental reset, came back, won the whole thing, solid sweep all the way through winners or through losers, win on the grand finals reset. Sometimes that's the kind of stuff you need.
Yeah, beautiful. Really Disney Channel original movie stuff
Yeah,
right
for
there.
real.
Who's playing Knuckle Dew in the adaptation?
His chair, probably.
Oh.
Well, that's the real question. Who's playing Knuckle Dew's chair?
I think Daniel Day-Lewis could do that.
Think he can
I think
pull that
could
off?
handle that. He's got the range, yeah.
Just a little bit of makeup.
Yeah. Classic DDL role. All right. We're in it here with a not-so-classic matchup, honestly. Ed versus Marisa. This one's a little unorthodox. I'm sure Ed's got to want to keep Marisa away, but it can be difficult with that armor. She's got a lot of ways to get in. Right now she's in the corner, though. Line doing a good job here, just staying away, being very flighty and hard to pin down. Earns himself a lot of damage because of it and the corner.
Now, Marisa, a character who, when she's in the corner, of course, she's got those weaknesses without that invincible reversal, but she does have armor moves. That's something that we've seen come up a lot, especially from Danny in the corner. I'll be curious to see if Triclops tries to play a similar gameplay.
Yeah, and while Zangief has the Stand Fierce that he can use as kind of a pseudo-reversal, it's not armor on frame 1, whereas Marisa's EX Gladius is armor on frame 1. It is weak to lows, of course, but then she also has the Scutum and a few other options.
Speaking of which,
so makes you think. That's
reset
for
you
sure.
in the corner, goes for the knee of justice into the giant punch. Lion able to swing out, but he gets reset anyway. Triclops sending him back into the corner, going high, going low, gets the cross up as well. You never expect that in the corner, but drops it.
Uh-oh. And Lion on CA now. This is a possibility. Taking his time with it. I like this. Fainting there.
Ooh,
Okay.
there we go. Wait, you might be in CA range here. Now you're definitely in CA range. You got to be careful. Oh, but that's it.
The parries there were so clutch. If he did not parry that string, I believe it would have burned him out, and then the situation would have been very different.
And now Triclops got that comeback started. Both of these players, though, 3 bars of butter. Can they find a place to make that work? Such a strong option in round 3 when everything is this tight.
I'm surprised he didn't burn level 3 there.
Maybe worried about the scaling.
Yeah, the damage would not have been good. The meter would have been good. But he's okay on meter. He's still in the green. 4 bars. Trying to keep Marisa away. But Triclops just kind of walking forward. Very threatening. Maybe recognizing the timidness of Lion.
Yeah, Triclops is slowly gaining ground. We got all the way back to center stage there. And now we started to see maybe some impatience. But the jump in, finally connecting. There's that level 3. Giving a little bit of mommy's love out here, put him in the corner, and we saw how well that worked for Triclops on the last round.
Yeah, the Oki here, not as good as it was in Season 1, but still pretty good. We still have the corner. Oh, unfortunate. He got duffed there. I'm not sure if it was a tech or just trying to hit back like a fuzzy button, but there is a gap between whatever you did, maybe a crouch strong, I think it was, into the EX rush punch. Unusual to get clipped there, but there's a lot of those kind of like built-in frame traps that Ed has.
That was a nice punish there from Lion. Playing that spacing game so well. Goes for the anti-air flicker, jumping across as well. Lion trying to make stuff happen. He's got a lot of good ideas, but the execution has not been quite fast enough. Meanwhile, Triclops just gets that one hit, resets it all, start it fresh. But Lion with the side switch, but he drops the combo. Yeah,
Triclops has had their chances, but it seems like they were struggling to keep Lion in the corner. There's been a lot of little kind of slippery moments when they've let Lion jump out, etc.
There you go. This time is able to find the jump out. Maybe that adaptation, realizing exactly what you're saying. I'm letting this happen too often. Let me just step back. They're going to go for that jump Superman. Let's see what I can do with it.
All right, good opening here from Triclops. They need to make something of it, but no, the EX. Yeah, Lion recognizing that Triclops was in a position where they needed something from that, denying it, but still they get back in. Okay, just trading, rubbing up against each other in the air a little bit.
Yeah, that was a terrifying situation to be in.
Yeah. That moment during the like sword fight when the lightsaber battle, when you're both like holding each other's swords, but you're like right up in each other's faces, man.
You start to smell the bad breath, realize this guy didn't brush his teeth before the battle. Look, you're in a fancy restaurant. Oh, I guess we all have different backgrounds. For me, they're in the fancy restaurant in the background. What do we got on the stream? Okay, yeah, not so much.
No.
I take it back, yo. Now the bad breath makes sense.
Yeah, Sith definitely don't brush their teeth. And if they do, they've never heard of floss. All right.
Look, it makes their power stronger because now they're repulsive.
Oh. Force push. All right, Lion trying to push Triclops into the corner here. Really doesn't need to. Can kind of just chill, but sick hit confirm. Unnecessary roughness. And I think that's 2-0. It says 2-win streak, but I believe they had 1 win to start with, so I think it's only 2-0 Lion. You correct me on that. Yeah, well, I mean, they're right back into it, so it must be. So 2-0 Lion right now.
I got too lost in the sauce watching this match to keep track of that. But yeah, Lion looking solid, dealing with that massive damage output that Triclops has been putting on. There's the little stomp on you. You don't see that very often, but when it hits.
I'm sensing some like discomfort from Triclops in this matchup, maybe.
And still relatively
they
new.
Seem like they're finding themselves in that they just are not familiar. But no, this round it's all good. Everything going to plan.
Ed's a character that if you didn't get the matchup experience in the first couple of weeks that he was out, he's not super popular these days. So you can definitely have that gap.
For sure. Oh, and the safe jump, yeah, just another situation that I feel like you should never get hit there, right?
Okay, Superman punch though. That plus frame pressure from Triclops. And there's the low into the Scutum. I like these little mix-ups. You've got to get those mix-ups going against Lion, who has been so good on the defense, even in the corner.
Yeah, Triclops has not had a lot of opportunities to even go for that command throw, so sneaking one in there. It's a good start. The armor. Oh my god, this is close.
The hit confirm. I think that might do it.
It killed?
Wow, CA damage.
Okay, I didn't believe for sure, yeah. Triclops knew better. They're going to take that third game, make it 1-2.
Not over yet. Again, the best of 5. Rearing its ugly, beautiful head as Triclops gets back into this match. Immediate Superman punch. That's been it's just a staple of every Marisa, right? You get that Superman punch, make them hold those frames, and then you go in, try to get that pressure started. And in this case, it works out well, forcing Lion into the corner.
Oh, but the jump out again. Lion's patience on defense earned them that jump out, and now they're really capitalizing on it. Peppering the blows, but yeah, again the jump out, trading jump outs.
Yeah, both of these players like to hold really up close on you on the wake-ups, and that means if they go for a defensive read, you get that jump out opportunity. Oh, no, but the drop, that could be it, and yes, it is the crouch. Great stuff from Lion to get that mix-up on the wake-up.
Yeah, I'm paying a lot of attention here, trying to figure out what's going wrong for Lion. Not that they didn't win the last round, but it does seem like the tide is turning, and it's not clear to me why exactly. I think maybe Triclops is just getting a little bit more comfortable on their offense, not making as many mistakes. Oh, nice taken from there.
Tide may be turning, but it's got to finish pretty quickly. We need to see Triclops, if we want to get that game 5, close this round out here. This is your winner's side life. Or excuse me, your loser's side life. My mistake. This is your
tournament. Drop the combo there. Triclops should have closed this round out already, but now the perfect parry back throw. Yes. Oh no, Stun has a chance. Not even a stun.
And the CA is online as well. I think that the drops. Why is everybody dropping their combos tonight?
Okay, the one silver lining is they didn't spend the level 3, so they still have it this round, but come on, bro, you gotta close that out.
Please.
Now you're in trouble. Maurice taking you to the corner of the level 3. Gonna get good corner position off of this too. I think they're gonna be about even in drive meter. But
I want to see a drop combo compilation of this tournament.
Oh, come on, guys. Yeah, step it up.
Look, sometimes it be like that. The tournament nerves get on you. That Matcherino opportunity, it's a little bit too tantalizing.
I think they don't want it enough. I think we don't have enough money in the pot.
That's true. They're trying to stall
no.
out for the content.
And
the longer we
Triclops
got this, the
finding
more donations.
the hit. It's 2-2, Lentini. It might be happening.
Are we getting another reverse 3-0?
It might be happening. Lion looking shaky here. Had opportunities, but I don't know.
The big body agenda, whether it's Zangief or Marisa, those reverse 3-0s. They come out swinging.
Looking very reminiscent of a Danny game 3, where Triclops is just kind of capitalizing on the fear Lion has. There's that sense in game 5, I think, where you're like, okay, I gotta lock in and play super solid now. And then when the grappler just drive rushes at you beginning of the round, it's like, wait a minute, what's happening?
Exactly. And Triclops loves to do that, whether it's the drive rush, the Superman punch. Speaking of which, but there we go. Lion checked it that time with the flicker, checking again. And that is for the 3rd time, I think. Match point for Lion. But
right,
Triclops keeps bringing these back. But again, as soon as I say it, Triclops goes for another Superman punch and gets stuffed out.
Yeah, these safe jumps doing so much work for Lion. He's getting hits off the safe jumps a lot. Somehow, Triclops in trouble, but the drive meter's so low for Lion. Oh no, and there it is, the burnout. This is bad. Jump out, stuffed, nice, but jump out again.
He got out, but he's gonna pay the price for it. 3 bars for Triclops. Are you gonna spend them here? You don't even need them at this point. Oh my goodness.
Wake up level 3, wake up level 3. No, he knew the patience.
Oh, we're not quite in throw range. Now we might be. I think that's throw range. You gotta be so careful. Now it's definitely throw range. Triclops answering back, does not get the parry, gets sucked in. High-low from Lion, cannot find it, and finally, no, drops it again, but the grab reset. And Lion finally manages to close it out.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
That was hard to watch. I would much rather the Lion. I mean, normally I like a hype, dramatic end to a match, but not like that, man. I wanted to see Lion close that one out nice and clean, but they made it happen in the end. It's all good. You know, we got there. We're going to stay in the tournament.
The number of jumping light anti-airs. I have never seen a Marisa throw that many out in quick succession with the hard reads. Get it right every single time. Only for Lion to find a way back in at the final moment.
Yeah, we got really squirrely there. So squirrely that I accidentally queued up for the match instead of spectate.
Looks like we got some more Marisa action coming on here.
Yeah. GGZL Gabe going up here against... Who we got? Oh, Thicky McChicky. Let's go. Okay. So I would say that GGZL is the favorite here. However, Thicky McChicky no slouch with the Ryu has shown that they're able to use these new Ryu buffs pretty well. Get a good value out of that. Definitely a winner in this patch.
Yeah, looking really solid this patch. We're back to beta levels of hype on the Ryu agenda. I saw some people being like, Ryu's the best character in the game. He's finally it. He's better Akuma. I don't know about that, but he's definitely got the sauce. The people who stuck with him are being rewarded.
That's not how you want to lose a game, though. Okay, we're still in it.
That's not over just yet. Oh, the armor through.
There's this urge when you see a burned out opponent to just DI. You're like, what's the worst that can happen? Well, let me tell you, Marisa has an answer for that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, perfect parry. Okay. Professional gameplay right here. I'm like ending Walker. Is this an ending Walker alt?
Okay, those charge punches working out so well for GGZL right now. And the OD Superman punch, great confirm as well off of it. But the instant jump out, once again, these players are just jumping out of the corner unimpeded.
Yeah. I mean, in one, it is a good option, right? It's just straight up a good option. But I feel like at the high level, you have to be able to step that. You cannot be like whiffing normals, allowing your opponent to jump over you.
Yeah, part of that is definitely deciding, oh yeah, you're super dead. Yeah. Deciding what range to play at when you're in the corner. Do you want to be so close that you can really threaten that throw?
Exactly.
Or do you want to step back a little bit further and try to just lock them down?
Yeah, and there are characters that have ways of anti-airing the cross-up where they do maintain the corner. Cammy, for example, can do an EXDP and keep that corner, but not everybody has that, and you just got to be aware. GGZL, though, asserting their dominance. We were able to take that first game pretty handily, but I'm sure they want to make it even cleaner. These big hits in, but again, the jump out.
Good
Back in the
overhead
corner.
usage. Yeah, throw him back in there, reset that. There's that dash up DI, drops the
Somehow
combo,
range.
and the sweep from McChicky. Are you kidding me? Who sweeps in the corner like that? That's so risky.
It is risky, especially against Marisa. He's got big punishes. This might be enough. Yes.
Ooh.
Well calculated there. Burns themselves out, GGCL, but they knew they were doing a mix-up for the game, so now it's
Yeah,
worth
in
it.
case you forgot, this character is indeed a grappler.
Oh, the whiff punish stand roundhouse. Let's go. You
those
cannot
combos
do
there.
that on reaction to many buttons, so every
It's
time a Marisa
crazy.
hits that, you
get-
gotta respect.
That much damage and only end up spending a net of 2 bars there for Marisa. Okay, throw back from Thicky, though. He's also got damage output, but he's not even going to get the opportunity
Yeah.
as GGZL stuffs him out with Das Boot.
I mean, yeah, McChicky's finding their way out of the corner and out of these pressure situations, but it doesn't last, right? As soon as they're out, GGZL just dry brushes in, dashes in, DIs in, whatever it takes to stay on them.
We
Pressure
reset,
is
we go
overwhelming.
again. GGZL looking dominant right now, but Thicky McChicky got some ideas, some adaptations just like that.
With punish on the crowd strong, I think it was with a heavy DP. Let's fucking go.
Oh, the armor break, though, and look how much damage that does once again. But another sweep, Thicky keeps finding them and is rewarded for it with the quadruple jab counter.
Bro,
hit
he was
check.
spamming at those jabs. He's like, please kill, please kill, please.
Please,
Don't
please,
make me hit
please.
confirm, bro. Don't make me do a special move.
I definitely thought that the 3 jabs was going to be enough, but not quite. But got rewarded for spamming, so it's
Okay,
fine.
we're good. We're good though. Yeah.
We're not
on the path
mashing,
to
we're boxing.
redemption here is Ryu. Yeah, stand fierce. Nice hit confirm. At least I hope it's a hit confirm. Oh no, but they're
Blocked.
McChicky close to burnout here. Do they spend it? Okay, they're gonna burn themselves out. I want to see level 3 though. No level 3. Big risky.
Speaking of level
no,
3s, though.
dude. And now you're 1 DI away from death.
Yeah, do you get that instant jump out? At this range, it's going to be hard. Oh, this
Well,
goes for the raw level 3, and
Hey.
that is more than enough on scale.
And I want to point out, I think GGL tried to bait that. They did a drive rush crouch jab, which is the typical thing you see when they're trying to bait a reversal. It looks like it just doesn't work there. I mean, the level 3 from Ryu is 5-frame startup, so that's probably why. It's a rare level 3 that starts up so fast you probably just can't bait it there.
Yeah, very weird interaction to be sure. Or maybe, who knows? Maybe GGZO just had the timing slightly off. It's always hard to say. But either way, if you're Thicky, you take those. You're back in this. Thank you very much. Best of 5. I'm going to keep those reverse 3-0 sweep opportunities coming.
Bro, he's so in it.
Oh.
Is this secretly red? Wait a minute. Thicky McChicky. Could this
Yeah, what's
be red?
going on here?
Ooh, it's not the red outfit color though, so I don't know. That would be funny if red like stealthed into the tournament just to fuck with Gabe, because I think red is a little bit of a demon for Gabe. Or maybe it's just Ryu. Let's see here.
Either way, this is looking a lot better. These throw loops starting to just create that pressure option so that GGZL has to actually think a bit more on defense. And right now it is working really well. But the Marisa Classic, you get hit once and all of that is evened right back up.
Well, this is an interesting spend. Chooses to spend the level 3 to fight for this round. Kind of needs to win it now. Does have a drive meter lead. Marisa's low on drive meter. Oh, the overhead. He got the big drop. Huge drop and burned out. This is your chance, GG.
Oh, you should be dead.
Yeah. Thicky gotta be kicking himself for that one. Had this round on lock and then, oof. To be honest, he was at a sort of strange range after the overhead, so I can understand that drop, but still, you gotta be ready for that.
Overall, it kind of worked out because GGZL did have to burn the meter to get the kill. So it's not like Thicky is coming into this in a deficit.
Could
But
be
speaking
worse.
of deficits, that early life deficit. out a meter as well. Thicky got to be careful with those drive rushes, choosing when to use it. Got a little over 3 bars again. We're looking a lot better, but the Superman punch from GG doesn't even need that to get in.
And these guys are both going crazy right now. The throw bait does not work out, and now you're burned out. The tech, though, so clutch. Not getting thrown into the corner. You know that's what GGL wanted there.
Yeah, absolutely.
It could have ended it right there, dude. Oh,
Okay.
no, too out of range for the
and
command
we
grab.
got meter now. There you go.
Just the walk-up jab. Thicky clutching out another game. Is this 2-2?
Hold up. I believe that is 2-2.
Oh, no. The reverse 3-0 curse.
Yeah, Danny calling it out in the chat. Let's see if it can actually become manifest.
Oh,
Thicky
no, GG,
McChicky,
please.
the KFC demon himself, up against GGZL.
This is looking so bad for GG. They look kind of lost. They're getting ducked on the attempted anti-airs. And everything else is kind of falling apart behind that. The DI will not get countered, but it doesn't really lead to anything. And the jump out. This is great for Thicky, as the corner could kill here.
Oh, he's got that momentum, and there you go.
Okay.
I feel like sometimes Thicky just gets into vortex mode, and that is where GGZL starts to crumble. Not checking that jump in either. Gets the donkey kick combos reset and that Denshin online. So many tools.
Thicky has figured out that they can just kind of go in on this Marisa, and the defense is not there. Is that the answer? The wake up DP? Okay. Oh, they were even after that. That's wild.
Burns out. Double burn out.
Okay,
Is it
3.
worth
Burn
it here?
Burn it.
Spends
Hell
everything.
yeah. You absolutely spend here because not only do you have a massive life lead, but you're going to get your drive meter back first. So GGZL is, they kind of have a death sentence right now. They need to win before that meter comes back for Thicky.
Oh, on the cusp. Can you get one more jab check?
No.
You know
Don't
Thicky's
DI.
been looking for those.
Oh, but the armor is not going to be enough to take.
Oh,
the chip out.
Heavy Tatsu carries him all the way through. Not just that game, but the reverse 3-0 and into losers quarterfinals up against Integra.
Failed to retrieve the spectating data.
It was too much.
Wow.
The game could not handle just how far that Tatsu hitbox extended.
Oh no, dude.
Who throws out heavy Tatsu there?
Lil Bro's got a GGZL. We got a VOD review, I think, on deck for this guy. Yeah. I think maybe GG just has a Ryu problem? I don't know what it was there.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, the characters got so much stuff that's new this patch. The way they play has become fundamentally different. And maybe it's just a matter of not being used to that yet. You're trying to play the old way and it doesn't work anymore.
I'm going to be honest. Thicky just jumped in. He just did jump in fierce, and GG could not answer it, right? Like, they could not find an anti-air that didn't require 100% of their attention, and they broke.
Thicky saying in the chat, when in doubt, Tatsu it out.
Let's go, Thicky. Good shit.
See Stomps stepping up to the plate here, which means we're going to be up against Lion. Again, we're on losers quarters here.
Dude, come on. I'm post-analyzing that in my head right now. Like, jeez. All right, we got to move on, though. Whew.
Yeah, the night's not over. We still got a few more sets for y'all.
Oh, dear. All right. Stomps versus Lion. Yeah, I got to queue up. I'm queuing up. I'm in there.
There's just so many great sets to think about and talk about after this. So many game fives. I'm so glad that we're doing all best of 5 top 8 this season. We didn't used to do that. That's a change for season 2, and we could already see what a great effect that has had on the quality of these sets.
At least on the drama of it. That's for certain. Let's see how dramatic this one's gonna get.
Very good anti-air. We have not been seeing enough of those tonight. Good to know that Lion has those. Stomp's not gonna have to be a little more careful about just jumping in.
Yeah, one thing I've noticed about Lion so far is that they have a very patient, solid playstyle with their edge, which I think makes sense.
Oh!
Alright, the kind of character you want that with. The problem is that Jury's kind of a squirrely character just by design. That jump fierce just creating a lot of weird situations, frame data wise. So, see if they're able to tame the beast.
Lion looking solid so far. One thing that I've noticed Stomps loves to do, it's that dash back, dash in, mix up gameplay. You're so fast with this character, and of course that drive rush, absolutely menacing. And Lion is doing a really good job of not letting that game plan be a problem.
Yeah, right now, Lion mitigating damage pretty well. Like, taking throws in the right situation, knowing that the screen space after a throw is not terrible, right? Like, Jury can drive rush in, but not super real, so take the throw is pretty real in neutral, at least, in mid-screen.
Yeah, great defense from Lion. Knowing when to throw out those flickers to get rid of the fireballs, when to just hold parry to deal with the cross-ups. And that is critical with the way that Stomps likes to play this character. Once Stomps goes in, he loves to just jump all over you.
This is pretty close. He activated when he was, Stomps was in the yellow. This is almost gonna kill, I think. Okay, not quite, but is chip a threat? The anti-chip options are really not great for Jury at range, so...
Now it's a threat.
Oh, boy.
Managed to stay alive through that one, but you got the drive gauge back. Beautiful defense from Stomps to stay alive in such a scary situation. Now we just parry those fireballs. Everybody resets, and the jump! He knew it was coming. The
DI
classic.
a little desperate there, yeah. Especially because if he just jabbed or pressed anything into that DI, Stomps would have died, so... I don't know about that one. It's okay. We got 3 games to play with here. Count 0-1, but it's all good.
That's like the 3rd or 4th time I've seen Lion predict that Stomps is going to go for those jumps and just time out that jumping heavy punch. There we see it get parried and get those combos. But Stomps, not deterred, just holding forward that whole round.
Yeah, absolutely. Staying on him. Ed does kind of struggle when you're really up close to get you off. He does have that EXDP, but it's not as good. It's pretty slow on startup. You can kind of OS mediate, so...
Yeah, that coupled with just how good Stomps is up close makes this tricky for Lion to deal with. But doing a good job. He's up in the set right now.
Such a clutch, perfect parry. Gets the corner for himself. Still a lot of work to do, though. What's he got here? Jury just pressing buttons to get out. Stand medium kick. Driver stand medium kick, yeah. Incredible.
You're running out of meter. If your base game plan becomes drive rush in and hope you get the mix up on the block, you're going to run out of meter eventually. And Lion forcing his will now that you're in this bad situation. Throw loops just a little bit here with that tick, and now the damage starts to come out.
Lion has been so conservative with their meter, and they're going to pay for it by losing the game. He was trying so hard to conserve that level 3 for the next round, and man, I don't know. I think you kind of just got to spend it there. The problem is Ed needs so many hits to do enough damage to take that round that he was really pushing his luck, and eventually, yeah. All right, so I believe it's 1-1.
Drive rush in again. Lion trying to find those timings for that jumping fierce has not been nearly as successful as Stomps is starting to adapt the mix-ups just a little bit, making it harder for Lion to punish this close gameplay. There we go again, going for the same thing, and this time Stomps is the one who comes out on top.
Yeah, I gotta point out, Stomps is doing a lot of stuff that's like, quote, fake, right? But it's just so fast, it's coming in such a variable manner that, man, the pressure buildup, the overwhelming nature of this game, you can't react to everything. Yeah,
that's the nature of mix-ups, right? It's all fake in theory if you can find the right options, if you know what they're going to do. But if you don't and aren't ready for it, anything can be real in practice.
Anything can be real. Now he's really in the corner here, jumping back, and look, he just stays in the air, knowing that Ed's anti-air options are a little iffy, right? He definitely has anti-airs, but they're inconsistent and require a lot of awareness on the Ed's part. Not gonna do this round, but I like the strategy overall from Stomps. Like, make the Ed guess in neutral when you're jumping at them, right? Are you gonna do the jump fierce? Are you gonna do delay? You're gonna do a jump roundhouse? And there it is. Yeah, we see the delay that time. Earning themselves more blocks done.
The first interaction at the beginning of this set was Lion anti-airing a jump in. And we have come so far since then.
Yeah,
as
they're not
Stomps
coming
gets,
anymore.
what, 3 jump-ins in a row, and all of them converted.
Wow. All right, Stomps up 2-1. Yeah, I think something happened where Stomps realized that, like, I can just jump fierce against this guy and overwhelm him. And I think Lion decided that I don't have an answer for that. I just have to kind of take it.
Yeah, when you're in a fighting game and have to just take something, in a
That's a bad
sense,
sign, dude.
you've already lost. Like,
yeah, exactly. He needs to
Porter
try something.
carry over and over and over. Lion is in a situation where it feels like he needs to keep his offense going, because the moment he gets back on defense, he just doesn't have an answer.
And he's been on defense for almost the entirety of these rounds.
Okay, now we're
Stomps
swinging
backing
back.
off. Yeah, I love this back off, get the fireball charge, and then just go in off of it. He's being patient though.
See Lion trying to bait him. He wanted those stocks to come out. Stomps does get 2 of them, which is kind of worth it in my opinion, even if you are low, because you're not in jab range, but you are in throw range if Lion can get on offense.
Oh no, the jumps, dude. He's in the vortex. It's the infinite block string. Just jump forward.
Okay, we
Up
chose
forward.
to reset. Now you're dead.
And when you have so many things to think about, when you're still like in your own head trying to invent a solution for jump, that DI is going to be so annoying. You're like, no, hold on, I'm not ready. This is looking over right now unless Lion can come up with an answer to these jumps, or maybe just string together enough offensive pressure to negate the opportunity.
Stomps has been also struggling a bit on defense against Lion. Both of these players very strong in the corner with their mix-up games. We saw a perfect a second ago, and we're going to see another one. When Lion gets in, he gets in.
Maybe the answer is just to go in, because like it's probably harder to invent a solution to the jump than to just change what you're doing, right? Change the pace of the match.
Okay, when in doubt, DP it out. Lion manages to get out of the corner this time, but he has burned that DP mix-up.
Nice,
Do you
what
dare go for it again? Stomps wants more stocks, but is forced to go in.
Ooh,
and there's
God,
that
he got
round
the
1
punish.
combo. Lion's back in this.
Looking okay here. They need to not let off the gas, right? And that fireball is going to do just that. It's going to force them to down back. Now it's in a neutral situation. We're kind of sketchy here. The jumps still come in. He's trying to maybe like neutral jump in air to air, but it's not going to work out. Stomps is going to take it. Just up forward. You can't stop it. Jury jump fierce.
It got close at the end.
Wow.
I mean, mad respect to Lion for finding the answers that he did find. But it feels like so many of those answers, they were focused around the initial neutral and figuring out the timing on those jump-ins to go for big hits of his own. There weren't the classic anti-airs or the ways that you typically see people dealing with those jump-ins. And it just made it so hard to be consistent enough, because once Stomp gets in, it's kind of just curtains unless you get a hard read.
Stomp hit him with the knowledge check. And when he didn't get the right answer, he hit him with it again. And repeat, man. Rinse and repeat. It's definitely hard to kind of like lab answers to stuff like that, especially a move that's just so oppressive like jump fierce. And correct me if I'm wrong, Chad. I think Jury's really quick hitting jump move is jump fierce. But moves like that, like yeah, you have to have something ready to answer it, whether it's an air to air, a jump back air to air, maybe just parry. I don't know. I mean, you don't want to have to cede frame advantage just to have to block that, because they're going to keep doing it.
But now we don't even have time to talk about this, because we are deep in this top 8, jumping right into the next match. Integra versus Thicky McChicky, and the instant Tatsu combo into the corner, the Ken Classic into the standing fierce resets.
Yeah, classic matchup here, lore-wise. I know Integra's got to be, you know, he's been revving his engines, priming the clutch this whole time after that Danny reverse sweep. I'm sure you remember.
Yeah,
I know that's definitely the kind of thing that makes you want to get back in there. Yeah, yeah, he's hungry for it. But man, Thicky McChicky, you know, actually the match that McChicky had against GGZL really mirrored the Stomps Lion one, because it seemed like Thicky's big answer that just kind of like baffled GGZL was just jump and do jump fierce.
I love what we just saw from Thicky. You were talking about this at the top of the block when we first saw Integra. Loves those run stops.
Oh, yeah.
And Thicky clearly knows it because we just saw him waiting out the run stop shenanigans from Integra and then punishing it, just knowing exactly what he's going to do to get himself on the board.
Yeah, it's absolutely not real in most situations, right? I think on hit, it can be kind of real, but there's plenty of situations that Integra's doing it that it's not. You can fuzzy. The problem is that Integra's gameplay is just kind of hypnotizing, you know? So you can understand not being ready. Thicky looking good in this game, though.
Man, so many overheads from Integra. But he's not getting much off of it. That's the thing.
Kill. Ooh, this is pretty close. And if not, Thicky's burned out either way. In a desperate situation, that run DP is coming. Are we going to see it? EX Fireball? Ooh. Yeah, and that's a trap.
That was
Especially
so
when you're burned out.
Yeah, that's just such a tough situation. But I respect him for trying to go for something there. Maybe hope he drops the DP or his lag's a little off, whatever it is. Because like you said, that run stop DP, Integra does those all the time. So hard to deal with. And if he times it right, it even gets past your fireball. So it feels like,
that's right. How
do you even deal with that? Ken's so terrifying when you're burned out against him.
Well, no burnout this round because you're just going to die. Integra with probably like the cleanest round we've seen all tournament there. Straight to the corner and KO.
Yeah, very reminiscent of the first round, just a little bit faster. Thicky on the back foot already with the parry from Integra as well. Maybe in his head a little bit, goes for the shimmy, gives Thicky the opportunity to step out. No punish on another throw attempt.
Oh, I'm liking the fact that Thicky's punishing these drive reversals, but that cannot be the optimal punish. They're burning a lot of meter there for not very much damage. It's a great opportunity to, when he reviews this, look for a better combo. But I mean, you know, he's looking okay in this round. Burned out, but still, the life lead. Oh no, the jump in maybe a little too desperate though. Speaking of desperate, wake up super, gonna get you killed. Down 0-2 now. Integra up 2-0. Integra really wants that run back, I am sure. They have to feel like they were robbed against Danny.
Oh yeah, like anybody who has ever lost a reverse 3-0, especially when all of the rounds are that close, only for Danny to find a way through at the end. Yeah. You know, like, if I just made one different decision, next time I'm going to 3-0 him myself. But you got to get there first. Thicky's making him work for it, but Integra, honestly, has been looking pretty dominant once he gets this corner pressure started.
Yeah, Integra looking like he's wave dashing, dash dancing around the screen with these run stops. Does see the corner, but so ready to react to the DI. Wow. I assume that the super fast reaction there is because he was reading it. Right, it's a common thing you see online. You know, you get the quick side switch, you go for the DI because they're not used to the position anymore. So really good on Integra to be ready for that. They're looking like they're going to take this easy. Thicky needs to, man, really make a change.
Yeah, this may be the night of the reverse 3-0s, but I'm going to be real. I don't think Thicky's got it in the tank. Gonna have to pull out something crazy. Speaking of something crazy, that's a start. But you're going to need a little bit more if you want to keep it going, as Integra immediately gets that advantage right back.
Ooh. Yeah, and that's going to close it out there. Integra with perhaps our most dominant 3-0 performance I think we've seen.
Definitely. I think it might be our only 3-0 performance. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
There were some 2-0s, but that's the first 3-0. Right. Of our best of 5 first to 3 matches that we've had so far, up until now, only 2 of them had been even a 3-1. Everything else was game 5. So quite a difference coming up.
Well, we got a difference here. We're going to be seeing the winner's side. Dr. Danny Pham going up against K-Pop Wani. Like I said, these guys have played a lot at Salon, and I mean, Danny wins. I don't know if K-Pop has ever beaten Danny in tournament. Maybe once, like knocked him to loser, something like that. But in terms of record, this is really lopsided. That said,
hey,
I know K-Pop has been training, man. He has it in him, and this character has it in her. So I think this is worth paying attention to.
Yeah, both of these characters, the recipients of major buffs this patch. I think Zangief might have done a little bit better, but it's hard to say. Either way, though, it's going to be less about the characters. It's going to be more about the players. Because, as you said, they've played so many times, and the early lead coming out from Danny with that round 1.
On top of that, I think K-pop has a very traditional, kind of professional Street Fighter playstyle. Pretty conservative and everything. Not willing to use a lot of crazy options like we saw Integra use in Winners Finals. Excuse me, in Winners Semis.
Ooh,
and Danny's really comfortable with that. Like, Danny loves when a player is just constraining themselves to fewer options because the mix-up game for Zangief gets even stronger. The reaction game gets stronger. And, yeah, I mean, I couldn't even finish my paragraph there.
Yeah,
the game is over. Danny's up 1-0.
Danny looking as strong as ever. You mentioned the history between these two. Danny trying to make that history continue. K-pop needs to find some unique answers here. Sometimes you can't just play that classical playstyle. You got to mix them up. You got to do things they're not ready for. That has been the name of the game in this bracket. If you're on the back foot, you got to do something silly about it.
He's definitely on the back foot right now. In the mix-up. Danny making a little bit of a mistake, though, but K-pop not ready to punish. Getting the neutral jump on the command grab, but out of range for the follow-up. He went for stand fierce there. I wonder if the best she can do is stand forward. Pretty annoying, honestly. Like, especially when you make the right read and you don't get rewarded. Demoralizing.
Off of those lights. K-pop maybe deciding it's not worth it as the SPD immediately comes out from Danny. Ready for the overhead and great punish. That was counter hit there. So Danny swinging out, trying to reset with those drives, doubling down, and the hit confirm into the level 2, into the level 1.
I assume he confirmed that, but at the same time, like,
it was very fast.
I would not be surprised if he just did it. Hard read.
I was going to give him the benefit of the doubt there, but with how fast it was, I would not be surprised if that was just a read that he was going to get the hit.
Well, this match is definitely going by pretty fast. K-pop needs to find a way to slow it down, right? I mean, he's getting punished on his own offense. He's getting punished on defense. Got thrown in the corner there. It's the last thing he wants, but he's going to get it back. Okay.
Yeah, that's kind of what you have to go for. If you know he's going to go for that headbutt, the perfect parry is the only way to make it be your turn because that is plus on block. Danny taking full advantage of his plus frames into the tick SPD as well and right back in your face.
Yeah, this is looking so hard for him. Yeah, you can't jump. Jump is almost never the answer against Zangief.
Bonk.
Not going to work out there. I don't know if he even needed that reset, but he's going to save the meter because of it. 2-bar stock for Danny going into this potentially final round of the set. K-pop looking overwhelmed here. It's just not really comfortable in footsies, it seems like.
This is rough. K-pop already in the corner. Does get a parry, but it's not a perfect parry. And now Danny is burned out, but that has not been a problem so far. And the level 3, I'm pretty sure that's it. And Danny moving on to grand finals winner's side in style.
Damn. Yeah, K-pop, I respect that he's going for like a very solid conservative play style, and I think in the long run, like, that's the right choice. But we've seen Danny only struggle against insane players so far. So I think if you're trying to win in the short term, you kind of have to just wild out. But I know K-pop is willing to take this L, take the knowledge gain from it, and come back later.
Yeah, and someday, like, K-pop's a grinder, gonna keep working hard. That win, it's coming. Someday, K-pop is gonna take a set over Danny, make him work for it, put the pressure on him for a change. But
I think Danny would disagree.
It's not there yet. Yeah, it's true. Danny's in the chat. I didn't say that, Danny. I'm sorry. You got it forever. It's all you.
Well, who do we
but
got?
No,
it
was a quick
semis.
set. It was a confirm, he said. Wait, were you listening to commentary mid-match? If so, you are insane.
All right, good shit, Danny. Yeah, I wasn't sure. I feel like you get into flow sometimes where you just have such a good read that you'd be willing to go for that, but feel it. If you can confirm that, dude, that's some godlike shit.
How does this man have the chat and the audio going while he's saucing up K-pop?
Bro, that's the salon special, man. You need everybody screaming in the background.
There are
24
very
minutes
few
of-
people in the world who can sauce up K-pop, let alone with commentator audio in their ears.
All right, so here we have two players who've been willing to definitely go crazy, wild out. I think Stomps' style is just to stay in the air a lot. There's a lot of these jump fierces, make the opponent really question their anti-air decisions. Meanwhile, Integra on the ground, zooming around. Man, they can take it with the DI. All that work just trading blows only to get DI'd in the very last second. Okay. I couldn't have meant that.
Yeah, there's no way that was on purpose.
When in doubt, Tatsu it out? Maybe. Not there, though, I think.
Hey, full screen heavy Tatsu at you.
Okay. In the corner, but
Trying to catch those drive rushes.
I think that's what it is.
Oh, well, there you go.
There's a lot of recovery on that move, dude. I feel like you can't just whiff that. He's going to pay for it dearly. Oh, so lucky he didn't get jump in, empty jump thrown there. It's going to work out for Stomps.
Yeah, Stomps with a little drop there, but once again, those American resets coming in clutch for everybody tonight. Closes it out regardless, and a good first game there for Stomps. But it's only game one. We've been here before. Integra with the standing fierce to start it off.
Yeah, he loves that button, that's for sure. I think he just doesn't believe it's whip punishable. It is, bro, but I get the idea that, like, these guys probably have a pretty poor connection. Integra from Texas. They're probably working at, like, 90 milliseconds, something like that. So, yeah, whip punishing can become a lot more difficult.
It's a little bit harder. Maybe that's the read. You check your play style based on the ping. Is that the play?
Could be. I don't know if that's just the Integra standard or if he actually is adapting and changing his playstyle to the network conditions.
Oh, but once again, does get clipped. Stomps very good at, again, it was what we talked about with this character earlier. Very good at whiff punishing, taking advantage of the speed of Jury with those dash backs, those dash ins, and of course, the all-inclusive special of the drive rush.
I'm trying to figure out what's going on with these EX Dragon Lashes. I don't think that move is safe, but he's just throwing it out in neutral. Like it's a whiff punish. Oh, maybe he's doing it to catch a fireball. That's probably it. Probably his answer to fireball charge or just release. I like that.
Medium kick, there's a conversion. But burns out for it.
He burns out. He's almost going to burn out Stomps, I think. I think a meaty here if he can do one. If Stomps will let him meaty him, right? Okay.
Oh, he wants it. That is meaty. I'll give him that much.
Okay, finally gets whiff punish for the stand first, but another jump back. Save.
There's the Dragon Lash and goes right for the grab. Good mix up. Integra on the board.
I'm kind of triggered by this style of like, just I'm gonna whiff stand fierce in your face, knowing that at this amount of latency you can't whiff punish it. Like, good luck. If you can do it, you win. If you can't and you fuck up, I'm gonna whiff punish you right back and win this shit. Very disrespectful.
All right, 1-1 on the board. Both of these players got something going on.
And that's exactly what I'm talking about. He pressed the stand fierce, he baited an attempted whiff punish, but Stomps was a little too late, and then Integra was there with his stand medium punch.
And this pressure.
Interesting meta. Oh, and getting a little desperate maybe from Stomps. I wonder if he was thinking he was going to DI a stand fierce. I mean, the button is cancelable.
Ooh, ran out of room. That was good awareness from Integra. Stomps likes to do that dash back, get the fireball charge, and got cornered. So what do? They drive rush in, the classic. And Integra is always there with the standing medium punch.
We are seeing so many gigantic buttons from Integra trying to bait these whiff punishes, and it keeps working.
Yeah, I don't understand why it's working. Like, you know it's coming. Whiff punish it, please, Stomps.
I think because at this latency, it's just so hard to react to. Maybe it's hard to tell. I mean, who knows exactly how much latency these guys have, but I have to imagine that's a factor.
Either way, definitely a struggle for Stomps. Call it latency, call it better player, but Integra is doing a really good job of playing to his strengths, playing to what he has figured out works, and sometimes getting a little bit too caught in the Ken flow chart.
And I think what Stomps needs to maybe recognize is that, like, Integra is subject to the same network conditions that you are, that Stomps is, right? And you can take advantage of it in the same way that Integra is.
Yeah, get a little degenerate on him.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what he's doing to you. There you go. Let's go, Stomps.
Let's see some more jumps.
Yeah, does he have that DP? Oh,
Again,
what
yeah.
a punish from Integra.
Integra's showing that he can whiff punish. Says, why can't you, bro? Too leggy? Nah. I got it. Okay. Really wilding out.
What is Integra doing? Is this like BM? What's going on here?
I think it's a sort of pseudo BM where he has up 2 games right now, and he's kind of playing the narrative a little bit. He knows that if he can just instill some fear of a certain few options, yeah, he throwing in some more Dragon Lash, things like that, it's okay. I mean, he has a lot of rounds to give, and so he can spend that time just conditioning.
Well, Stomp's doing a good job of, you know, not getting triggered by it, taking advantage, and gets on the board saying, hey, Integra, if you're going to play with me like that, I'm going to take that. Thank you very much for the free game. And now back in this, and maybe even has a little bit of momentum.
I love the drive rush in from Stomps. I think that's going to be a good option. It's equally difficult to react to.
Okay. Now we're seeing Integra press real man buttons. Get that cross up, put him into the corner. Run stop combos as well, but good defense and the jump out from Stomps.
Yeah, the jump out is so good. But he's kind of doing an OS EXDP there. Like, you can tell he's doing a crazy option and then buffering EXDP in case it misses. He's one of those players that, like, he's never going to be lazy. He's always going to say, if I drop this, I have the EXDP on deck.
Yeah, you got to commit to the double block against him, which is sometimes a little awkward if you're not ready for it. Okay, high-low on the Dragon Lash, does get punished. DI goes for the cross-up and Stomps, unfortunately, gets a little drop there. And, of course, what are you going to get? You're going to get EXDP.
He's in an okay position, or he was until that perfect parry. That's a huge swing, actually. Integra going to be taking the drive meter lead, actually. Look at how many things he's pressing.
Bro, and the DP. Every time. He is fiending for that button. You think my man's playing on modern controls.
As soon as you think it's your turn, right? He's either going to EXDP, he's going to parry, he's going to take that turn back one way or the other.
Spacing it out.
Okay.
Oh, good catch.
You need a side switch? No, just level 3. I don't mind this. He's going to get a lot of drive meter back. I don't know what kind of Oki she gets off this, though, right? Get Oki? Yeah, okay, she does.
You always get Oki. It's jury. Every time you think it's over, she drive rush teleports right in your face. And once again, Stomps waking Integra up a little bit. You can't rest on your laurels this late in the bracket.
Yeah. Oh, so fortunate.
Spend that meter.
Okay, huge drive meter lead. Life lead? Not really. They're pretty even on life. Oh, Integra getting frisky again with these normals, with these runs.
Has
Trying
one
to bait
charge
something out.
Way. See when Stomps chooses to use that option. Trying to bait with the jump in. Integra not falling for it. There's that projectile coming out. Stomps immediately going into dash back charge mode, but can he find it?
Yeah, Stomps is definitely on defense right now, just saying, your move. But it's not the move he expected, and he's going to be in the corner for it. Integra. So close here. Oh no. My god, he couldn't punish it, but he's going to get a hit anyway. Can close it out.
Yeah,
yes. And that's it, I believe. I think that's a 3-1 for Integra, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, that was interesting.
Wow.
I
kind of want to watch that one back.
Close it out.
Man, I would love to hear what that match was like for Stomps, right? Like, what did they lose to? What was going on in their head during that match?
That was pretty
you could tell
quick.
They were a little bit hypnotized. They were kind of mesmerized by some of the stuff Integra was doing.
Now, here's where I think Integra is going to really lock in. I doubt we're going to see the same level of chicanery but you never know. Maybe K-Pop won't even give him the opportunity with the way that started. Giving him a taste of his own corner carry medicine. Okay,
I think
reversal of
K-Pop
fortune.
should win this. On paper, K-Pop should win this. The problem is, I don't know if he's online enough to take this particular matchup.
Integra playing like he's terminally on. I'll tell you that much. But the perfect parries, that's something K-Pop's always good with. And look how much corner carry he gets. Even if it's not a lot of damage, but you're dead.
He had the reaction, but it just wasn't quite there, right? He actually had the slowdown too from the button press on the DI. Still couldn't react. I wonder what he was pressing instead. Bad way to start the match. Maybe he's just a little cold after his last one. Been a little too
been
long.
sitting for quite a while. Meanwhile, Integra not only warm, but red, fiery, hot coming into this round. Max damage combos out here. K-Pop on the verge of going down 1-0.
Okay, K-Pop fighting for this, and this is a good start. Drive meter's low for Integra. Burnout would be an issue for sure, but no, just the Dragon Lash actually gets the counter hit off of it. Such an annoying move to deal with. I feel like it looks like a lot of other things, and you're trying to interrupt it, but you press early, you press late. Man. All right, K-Pop, you gotta tame this.
Yeah, wake up,
Can't
K-Pop.
let him do this to ya. There's
Look,
the Dragon Lash again.
You may have 5 games to work with, but nobody wants to make it go that far. We've seen so many people. We've seen the fights go all the way to that last round, game 5, only to swing right back. K-Pop needs to find some answers.
Right now, he's clearly uncomfortable, and I think an uncomfortable K-Pop is pretty bad. Yeah, when he is comfortable, when he's playing that patient neutral footsies, he's chill. He's very strong in that. But when Ken is just kind of twerking around on the opposite side of the screen, you think, what's going on right now? And yeah, he's not ready for these DIs. He's not ready for like a lot of these reactable options. That's punishable though.
I feel like some of this is just Integra not expecting K-Pop to keep swinging when it's not supposed to be his turn. So he's like, okay, it's my turn, and rather than going for a quick light to just jab out and get a simple combo, I'm going to go for a bigger option, but Integra just keeps swinging so he gets caught.
It's so confusing when Integra keeps doing... He should be able to take this round meterless? Yeah, nice. Integra's doing some crazy stuff like unsafe Dragon Lash, right? He's doing the Dragon Lash that's actually punishable on block. Stuff like that's coming out. He's using it as a poke. It's so unorthodox. Really gets in your head. Nice there. Does the shimmy and reacts to the parry and is able to throw it. Good punish.
That Dragon Lash.
Now.
It's one more piece of mental stack, right? It's only punishable if your opponent is able to devote the mental resources to recognizing which one is and isn't punishable. And as soon as they start doing that, that's just rotating something else out of the mental stack, and now you've got more silly things to throw at them.
Exactly. K-Pop throwing the spray cans at him right now, making a mess of things in this corner. But the fierce... He might kill here. Oh, I think... I don't know. What do you think, Lentini? Will it kill?
I don't think so. Ooh. Hey, yo, Sajam, put me on the podcast for that one.
Magic
Just
pixel.
barely staying alive, and K-Pop turns it around.
Sick there. Yeah, he kind of went all in with that stand short driver's cancel. That could not have been a hit confirm, but good on him to make the right read there. Very nice. I guess it could have been a hit confirm because there was the dash forward.
K-Pop taking that pixel all the way to the bank. You know Integra's going to be swinging there. Speaking of swinging, swings right into the paint can. That is a bad trade for you. Get overhead as well. And finally, Integra gets the parry to get out of the corner and side switch.
Integra does hate blocking. That's for sure.
He does. My man did not pay $60 to block.
Yeah. Ooh. Okay. Interesting situation there. Parry and K-Pop trying to walk forward and punish that, but no. Too slow. Again, the same thing. Okay, does he get a level 2 here for the kill? Yeah.
See, he does spend it.
Very nice. Okay. I can't recall if that's a Season 2 buff or not. I think it is. I think normally she would have to have the corner for that. Or maybe burn extra meter, but very nice there from K-Pop converting that round. This is a good look. It's 1-1 in games right now. K-Pop with the round lead. Didn't feel like they would be in the lead a couple rounds ago, but maybe finding a way to stabilize here.
Yeah, we talked about a couple of things that may be going on for K-pop. The stabilization could be part of it, even just the warm-up. Either way, K-pop has come alive in the last part of that game number 2 and now into this game number 3. The onus is on Integra, but Integra's got the resource advantage, the life, the drive gauge, choosing to spend some of it, and on top of that, the super meter using the level 2, everything used beautifully to take that round. Now 1 bar left on both sides.
Yeah, that was very nicely done. Very efficient. Keeping 1 in the tank. God, the run up overhead is so annoying because it just doesn't like go anywhere. But the damage, it's a very troll tool. K-pop having none of it. Get in the corner here, but the big right straight. And we're gonna reset into the corner. Okay, I like this. Yeah, back throw. Nice hit confirm. K-pop breaking out the special moves to try to escape and base the drive reversal. This could be big. Do we side switch here or would he burn the level 3? Oh, we're going for a tricky mix. He actually got the combo. What is going on? K-pop with the crazy Marvel mix-ups. Not quite landing, though.
Level 3 online as well. Are you going to be able to find your conversions?
Yes,
you are.
Let's fucking go. You know,
finds the opening. Taking game number 3.
He had the crazy left-right going on there, but at the same time, like, it didn't hit. I think just the kind of... I don't know what to call it, like the aftermath of the mix-up was really good for him anyway, even though it didn't hit. So it still won him that round. That was really sick.
Ooh, the patience from K-pop. Unfortunately not reacting to the DI. Just not quite ready for it there, right? We were talking about the mental stack. Of course you can react to it, but only if you know it's coming.
Ooh,
you're gonna react.
Punishing him for the whole parry. This is not a good look for Integra. I'm surprised he didn't maybe burn a meter there to guarantee the burnout, but no. It's going to happen on its own. Can kill here? Level 1? Yes.
That should do it.
Very nice. K-pop looks like he's kind of figured this out, right? On match point now.
Yeah, K-pop looking really solid. Integra, no more time for games here. He has to dig deep into that mix-up heavy brain of his, or sometimes you're just going to keep throwing out that standing Fierce Punch. And K-pop has figured out beautifully how to punish that every single time.
Yeah, he's the first one we've seen that's really punished Integra for just whiffing normals in neutral. He might be taking that all the way to a match victory here. It's close.
Oh, that should be...
Level 2?
Do we have the conversion? Yes.
Level 3.
What do you think? Yo, say Jam, is that going to kill?
I can't believe he did the level 3 actually.
Consult my sources on this one.
You make him watch it, you know what I mean? You make him feel that hell. Oh man, really good stuff from K-pop to adapt there. That first game was so, it was bad, you know. But he figured it out. He realized what Integra was doing. He punished him, and the kind of counter adaptation was just not quite there for Integra, I think.
Danny is right into it. Bob Rawson in the chat and everything. Woo. He's ready to go.
I never know what that emote means, you know? I mean, I see cool story Bob, like cool story bro, but what does Danny mean by it? He uses
there more
it a
lore
lot.
Here? He likes to use those two. It's the cool story Bob and the FGTV F Champ.
Yeah, I feel like that one's self-explanatory. Well, so, if you know lore, it makes sense. But I don't know about the Bob Ross one. We need a confirmation from Danny.
I feel like he's probably feeling pretty good. Happy to be going against somebody who he's already beaten before.
Oh, yeah.
He did much better against K-pop than he did against Integra. Remember, Integra, it was 3-2. He had to take that reverse 3-0. Whereas K-pop, it was a solid 3-0 from the beginning.
And K-pop was looking so good in this round with the Danny Classic. Perfect parry back throw. Okay. He has the level 2. It's close. I don't know. Not enough. Okay. He's one more hit. The overhead will not work out. He can get an SPT. Danny in a fantastic position there. Huge meter. He's going to burn it off for sure.
Yeah, you got to burn it. There it is.
And if K-pop had jumped like 1 frame earlier, he would have been able to punish that. But no, Danny's just a little too ahead of the curve. All that was off the perfect parry back throw, by the way.
Yeah,
Crazy.
Danny is a great example of just how oppressive the offense of Zangief can be. It's really easy to get your initial SPD or whatever it is, and then kind of just reset to neutral, not be super scary on the Oki, but Danny taking it all the way to the bank, and now we have more drive rush combos coming out.
Yeah, he's got 3 meters on deck, too. Level 3 is a possibility. That big 720 EX into 720? Oh, no, he just does level 2.
Season 2
Keeping it simple.
combos coming out in force and taking game number 1 for Danny, looking just as solid as winner's side on winner's finals.
Yeah, it was a great opening for K-pop in that first game, but the perfect parry, turning the tide. I don't. Part of me wants to say like, well, you just shouldn't go in as hard and get perfect parried, but you kind of like that's kind of Kim's game, right? I don't know. Okay, great timing there on the jump out. This is very good for K-pop. What's Danny's answer? The perfect parry. Nice escape from K-pop. Yes, this is great. Needs to find a way to punish these perfect parry attempts. Make Danny reconsider using it. Although I don't know if you can condition Danny not to perfect parry. It's kind of just his MO.
Yeah, that's true. Sometimes it just be like that.
Big mountain to climb here for K-pop, and yeah, just too much. It's eaten up by the lights. We're seeing really good signs in the beginning of these rounds, right? And sometimes even mid-round. Okay, nice. Whoa. Parry's coming out again. K-pop maybe needing to favor throw some more. That's not the right option. Yeah. This is the problem. Drive reversal against certain grapplers is actually pretty good. Against Marisa, it's really good. Against Zangief, it's ass because he gets that SPD punish every time.
Yeah, it is a terrifying situation to be in for sure. And the beacon on which level 3's coming out from Danny. He has just been all over K-pop both sets that they have played. K-pop now in a situation where he not only has to get a reverse 3-0, but then he has to win an entire additional set. It is not looking good for our hero. Or our villain, depending on whose side you're on here.
I think everybody knows the answer to that. Danny, he's a heel, and I think he's a proud heel.
Ooh, there we go. Drive rush and that, or excuse me, drive impact. Going to take one more round, one more opportunity for K-pop. Will he seize the moment or will he squander it?
It's not looking good, man. Tick into command grab, mix up. Okay, the sweep, but safe, right? Too far away to punish there. Really annoying. Nice whiff punish. Okay, K-pop getting started here. Again, the perfect parry on wake up. K-pop not showing throw enough, maybe. I wonder why he's so afraid of that. Danny seems to have figured that out, just willing to parry all the time.
Oh, he went for the Siberian Express.
That's a classic Danny ender. Okay. K-pop still committing to the normals and the parry. Oh, almost killing on the EX lariat there. This is going to be so hard. How is K-pop going to do this?
He's churning butter. That butter has been churned.
Yeah, you don't want to drive rush at this guy. Okay, it hits. If that didn't hit, he might have died. Okay. He kind of needed to do this. Like, I respect this, but you're in a kind of guess for game, and the guess for game goes both ways right now. That's the problem.
Oh, goes for the air SPD, and look how much health K-pop has.
Does that work?
Barely staying alive.
I need to know from Danny after the fact. Like, I assume he wouldn't have gone for that if that doesn't work, but unfortunate there. K-pop's
okay, he's probably listening. He can tell you in the chat afterwards.
Yeah.
Right after he gets a couple more SPDs out. Okay. But K-pop is answering back.
Yeah, in a decent position here as a drive meter lead. Pretty close on health, but like any little hit could do it for Danny. Oh, I'm surprised he didn't get level 3 there. I guess that was a block string, that's why. Oh, he's gonna go all in. What is that?
He is trolling.
Neutral jump. I can't believe K-pop did neutral jump to punish that, and now he's in a terrible position. No.
Oh, the drop, but he gets the double cross up.
Not a drop. That is definitely not a drop, by the way. That is a BM style. And he might pay for it. Level 2 is on deck. It's definitely not enough, but we got to mix up for the game here. Danny is burned out, playing traditional Street Fighter. He missed the midi. He got it anyway. Okay.
K-pop is not taking this lying down, not accepting the nonsense,
Bro,
trying
we're gonna
to fight back.
We're
as
gonna
hard
need a
as he
confirmation
possibly
from
can.
Danny. We need to know from Danny whether that was an intentional reset at the end of that game. I'm pretty sure it was because he tried to do his hype a little left-right mix-up.
Definitely
Chili
getting a
here.
little silly in the chili. K-pop, however, dialed in now, maybe making Danny wish he hadn't gone a little bit too hard there. But still,
don't know.
plenty of
I don't think
opportunities
Danny's
for Danny
worried.
to close this out.
Yeah. That's like every game here is data for K-pop, and this is like rare, expensive data. You have to get really far in a tournament to earn this data, because honestly, Danny doesn't play super serious in casuals. So unless you encounter him in tournament, you're not getting the real picture.
Yeah, and now that Matcherino is on the line. Once again, y'all, this is kind of your final opportunity to add a little bit more to that Matcherino. Danny and K-pop both in the money here, and of course our third place runner-up. But who is going to take home the biggest piece of that pot? Exclamation point Matcherino in the chat if you'd like to contribute.
Not finishing it there, and this could be a big turnaround for K-pop. Yeah, I think that was not a drop actually from Danny. I'm not sure if he could have closed that one out with that combo, but K-pop just missing the meaty. I don't know what that was. That was not a normal setup. He tried to do like a weird just walk forward, just manually timed meaty. It's okay though. We got the corner. These wake up parries from Danny. K-pop could be punishing him a lot more for that. I assume he's scared of the backdash, and that's why he's not going for that.
Okay, here's where it starts. Danny's back in his comfort zone. He got around on the board. Both players have their resources, which is a place where Danny has been pretty comfortable. The level 3, there's no way! The jump in level 3!
Yeah, this might be it. DI? Yeah, that's gonna close it out.
And Danny is your Rainier Rushdown champion.
Man, we cannot let this guy get away with the little troll resets and stuff until we're in the tournament. Come on, guys, we gotta punish this guy. We gotta make him work more for this shit.
There was some bullying going on in there. Good stuff to K-pop.
A little bit.
Not letting himself be played up too hard. Not letting the Twitter combos come out on him. He fought well, but at the end of the day, Danny was just consistently one step ahead. Those reads were crazy.
Yeah, very good reads, and just he's always so good at finding a way to win around even when he's in the corner, right? It feels like half the time you put him in the corner, you just lose, right? You're like, how did this happen? I don't know. The perfect parries are so clean. The backdash reads, yeah, just a terrifying player to attempt offense against.
Yeah. So thank you all, by the way, those of you in the chat who have been sticking around with us all the way to the end. We appreciate the engagement. It's been a pleasure as always, but let's talk real quick about some of the upcoming events that we've got coming up. Of course, Rainier Rushdown not going anywhere. If y'all want to get involved, the next one is going to be on the 3rd in 2 weeks. Rainier Rushdown Season 2, Episode 3. Highly recommend. It's our typical double elimination bracket. And of course, you can get more details on that and all the other tournaments coming up. If you just scan that QR code on the screen, it'll take you to the Discord server. Everybody's super nice there. Highly recommend. I hang out in there all the time, get to see what's coming up, get to learn, play some casuals. And while you're at it, you can check out some of the other stuff. If you didn't catch this whole event, you want to catch some of the older ones, you can check out the YouTube channel, Rainier Rushdown. And of course, you can check out some of the Twitch VODs we have here. But yeah, you want to tell us real quick, Kasiki, about some of the other in-person events we got coming up?
Well, I'm trying to look at our document here. Oh, okay, I found it. Yeah, new document, new commentator. So as usual, we got Salon, right?
Of course.
That's the first one. That's every Friday, downtown Seattle. Check that out. All you have to do is, like you say, go on the Seattle Street Fighter Discord, look at the events tab, and it'll be right on there for your pleasure. And of course, the monthly as well. So the weekly is on a Friday. The monthly is on a Saturday, and the next one is going to be July 13th. As always, that is free entry and $1,000 prize pool.
Yeah, which is insane. Anybody who hasn't come out to the Salon, it is an amazing thing that we have here in the PNW region. There are people who I see coming out to this salon monthly from other states. It's that great of an opportunity that we get to have, that they'll come out every single month, drive 3-4 hours just to be here. So anybody who's especially in like the Seattle greater area, you got to come out, check it out once. And then of course the Shadaloo Tuesdays, the salon brackets on the Fridays, all sorts of stuff. And once again, check out that QR code. But I think that's gonna about do it for us. Once again, thank you all so much. It's been a pleasure. I'm Lentini. You can find me on Twitter at George_Lentini if you enjoyed the commentary. What about you, Kasiski? Where can they find you?
You can hit me up on the Seattle Street Fighter Discord.
Hey.
Yeah. Easy ping. Yeah. Actually, wait. No, I have pings disabled. Hold on.
Oh no. Oh no.
No. Yeah, hit me up. I will respond to the ping for sure. Yeah.
All right. It's been a pleasure, y'all. Thank you one more time for watching. We are going to close it out for the night. And we will see you once again in 2 weeks for Rainier Rushdown Season 2, Episode 3.
Good night, guys.